Why is it
And
so
we stream
slow?
new episodes Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we put up that week's episode on YouTube on Fridays. And if you, for all things that are related to the Doom City of Granitegard, you can visit us on our Linktree page. There you can find links to the Guard Tower's Twitch and their YouTube channels, as well as our Instagram, Patreon, and most importantly, Discord, where you can interact with the cast and crew. We would love to hear from you, so definitely hop on there, say hello, tell us what you think about the show. Now, you might ask yourself, how do I get to this amazing location? Well, fortunately for you, we do have that on the screen, and I'm sure our amazing moderator also has it up in the chat. But for those of you that are listening, it is linktr.ee/
That was good. That was a good one.
GTOG. Again, that is linktr.
That was more than two.
And,
Stop
yeah.
yelling in front of me.
And if you enjoy what we do here on the show, we would love for you to give us a follow on Twitch or a like and subscribe on YouTube. As a matter of fact, if you do both, we'd like you even more. And if you've already done that, we certainly do appreciate it because it does help the channel grow.
Not too many times. Make sure it ends on liked.
Yeah.
We're very glad to feature minis from our friend Chris Wolfgang over at Glittering Cave Studios, as well as a fantabulous map by our friend Chris Fields, which we can't wait to explore this evening. I'm sure nothing but good vibes and fun times for the adventurers are in store here.
A lot of help from Steve. There.
Of course, our music is provided by Pocket Bard, and Pocket Bard does all kinds of music, sound effects. They have a wide variety of genres and themes. No dolphins currently. It is a it's only a matter of time. You're right. It's a very fun and easy to use program. Get it today. You can find that at the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. So definitely download a copy and bring some magic to your own gaming table. And if you are into tabletop games or card games or strategy games, minis, paints, dice, even regular board games, what have you, and you're in the Columbus area, do stop by either the Guard Tower's east or west locations. Check out the selection for yourself, meet the fantastic staff, and find yourself a community of gamers that are interested in all the hobbies that you're in. Now, if you can't stop down or you're not in the Columbus area, you can always stop by theguardtower.com. Again, that is theguardtower.com. And, you know, Christmas is not too far around the corner there. So if you're looking to pick up some presents, now's certainly a good time to start looking at that. As a matter of fact, I know that I've got my wife looking over there for me to satisfy all my nerdly needs. So you can take a look at a gander yourself and find what you're looking for. Now, Roger, is there anything that I've forgotten to announce this evening?
You have not forgotten anything. I just want a point of order. Before the show started tonight, I said, hey, everyone, let's do the wave. What type of wave was coming in from the ocean tonight, everyone?
The one that you're about to start right
a
now.
really slow wave.
It's the lulls across the way.
It's a really calm.
It's too late now. I've lost it.
Joe?
Begin.
I abstain.
Sink that shit. Sink it.
Oh, I tell you what, why don't we go
Hold
ahead
on.
and jump
I
to
can
our
grab
intro and
Come here,
we'll
Rob.
figure out this wave thing on break and we'll see you
keep
here.
practicing.
If I drag you down.
You can watch the intro.
Yeah,
Once the seat of economic and political power in the Northern Territories, the city of Granitegard fell in one catastrophic moment of terror and bloodshed. In the quiet hours of the night, the massive granite mesa that served as the city's namesake exploded violently, the debris reducing entire swaths of the city to ruin. Before the inhabitants could even comprehend what had happened, they were blindsided by an army of monstrosities surging from the sewers and into the city streets. The militia valiantly attempted to protect the fleeing citizens, but their efforts were futile against the overwhelming tide of bloodthirsty creatures. And in the midst of the chaos, the city gates slammed shut, turning Granitegard into a death trap for anyone that remained behind the high, fortified walls that had been meant to protect them. For over a decade, it has stood as silent as a tomb and shrouded in a perpetual mist. No one has entered, and nothing human has ever come out. That is, until now. 12 years to the day since the fall of Granitegard, the Trader's Gate has opened. The news has spread like wildfire across the human crescent. And like a siren's call, fortune hunters from far and wide have been drawn by the possibility of untold riches lying just inside the city walls. Daring the foolish and the brave to risk it all at a chance of wealth beyond their wildest dreams. It has also stirred the interest of old rivals. With no one from the original bloodline to claim the mantle of leadership of Granitegard, plans are forming in the dark. Powerful forces seek to play their games of state, as the lives of everyone in the North hangs in the balance. And in the midst of this all, 6 strangers have been drawn to Granitegard by something other than riches or power. Their destiny is tied to the events surrounding the fall of the city. Each of them must confront the past in order to find a way forward. Each of them must search for answers in the doomed city of Granitegard.
That ship has sailed.
Roger said we can't.
All right.
Oh, we're live. Hey, welcome back. Well, it's almost time to roll some dice, but let's go ahead and do a quick recap. Yeah, good times on that. I totally knew we were back on the show there. So, last week, our adventurers had finally reached the surface of Granitegard after a long series of journeys and adventures. And in the pursuit of the final goal to help out the kobolds, they were seeking out the pump station. Now, the pump station was located deep into the heart of the Leaper territory, and unfortunately for our party, that also meant a very dangerous trek through the Leaper's area there, which was lots of toxins and possible ambushes. So they chose to go up and cross the surface of Granitegard, which was the technical safer of the routes. Now, indeed, while it was certainly safer, they were actually made privy to some of the possible dangers they might be facing down the road. As when they had gotten to the surface, they did see a parting in the fog, which showed them the iron prison embedded in the large granite mesa that overlooks the town. And as they scanned the horizon, they saw this giant whirlpool of undead energy off in the distance. The party also encountered what appeared to have been an ambush at that point. Echo and Vaughn were able to decipher the events that had occurred, and it appeared that 3 members of the party, the individuals that they were seeking, had been waylaid. Looked like Echo's mentor, Alcar, and Paladin Crassilor, who is Mary's father, and then Mark Ad Nostrium, I believe I pronounced that appropriately there. I seem to not be able to do that one very well. Anna's father were engaged in this ambush here, and it looked like Algar and Paladin Crassilor were captured, while Anna's father seemed to slink off and head in the direction of the old homestead.
Nice.
The party also encountered the Perfected, which are the minions of an individual called the Physician, who seemed to scout the city looking for victims to be improved upon. The party was able to make their way to the pump station without any additional troubles, and when they accessed the pump station, they saw that the ladders and such that led down to a more stealthy way down had been destroyed at a certain point in time. Looks like they had been cut off purposely, leaving only the elevator for the party to take down to where the Leapers are all around the works for the pump station. And bravely, our party stepped upon the elevator and slowly descended to the bottom. Now, as you all have just reached the base and the elevator locks into place with a jarring kind of echoes across this round chamber that you're in, but not too loudly, unfortunately, because the water that's not, you're down here at the bottom, you can see draining in from the side portions is really high. As a matter of fact, almost at the absolute max it looks like the pump station can handle at this point. Very loud sounds of this water raining through down here. And from what you can hear, far across the platform from where you are, where you saw those leapers centered around one of the pools over there, you can hear a series of from the leapers engaged in some activity around one of the pools. And at this point, nobody has rushed out to engage you all. There are some ladders that lead down from where the elevator has locked into place. What do you all do?
Have they seen us?
Nobody has appeared to move to engage you. And from what you understand about the Leapers, they are extremely territorial and hostile. And we're going to go ahead and start with Vaughn.
What's the visibility like down here? Is it easy to see, clear?
It is dark down here. As a matter of fact, those of you that don't have dark vision will be a disadvantage on most everything that you do, unless you all decide to get light.
With it being challenging to see, then I think I'd be more concerned in making sure that Skeech has vantage point, because Skeech is still riding on my shoulders. Skeech, what do you see?
It's dark. But there are some
rock things over there. By
Leaping?
that pool.
Leapers.
All right, yeah.
Do you see anything that looks like it's whatever station or something we need to pull for the pumps to get them online, offline, to fix them?
Here, let me get a second to look. And I look for that.
Looking about, you see that from the main platform area where you are, there appear to be several routes off the platform, and there are large wheels. They look like they can be turned one way or the other, and levers next to those wheels. They may have something to do with the pump station itself.
Can I follow any pipes so I know that,
Good.
like, if any of them wouldn't be?
I'm not even going to make you
immediately
roll after that description. You nailed it on that. Nicely done. From each of those pillar pieces that you see at the end of the offshoots of the platforms, just against the wall near where they are pipes that do run up. And next to those are also, looks like a pulley system as well. So it does appear that each of those pillar pieces in some way, shape, or form is linked to those wheels and those lever pieces there.
Okay, so all of the ones that I can see here look immediately pertinent. Nothing that is kind of a distraction from immediately draining it. Nothing that would increase the water level by the looks of it.
As far as you can tell, no.
Okay.
Again, all these pieces appear to be some sort of leveling system for the water levels within the area. It looks like there's a series of various controls. They can turn valves on and off, maybe flooding different channels, diverting water different directions, that sort of thing.
I'm going to relay this information to Vaughn, and I'm going to use degrees. Like, that one's over.
So using what
30
Speech is
degree
telling you all,
there. That one's
you look, there's a
back
pillar
there.
here,
Got
Makes
one
perfect sense.
180.
then you got a pillar piece over here, there's a pillar piece there, and then a pillar piece behind. Looks like the debris that's fallen down from above.
Skeet, you think those, we're gonna have to turn those to?
Yeah, it looks like there's some wheels and then levers, some kind of pulley. I'm not sure
They
exactly
couldn't
how
put
it
them all
works.
in one place. This just seems inefficient.
Well, you saw how difficult the elevator was to figure out, so I don't think ease of use was part of their design.
Do they look like they'll still work?
Well, without opening them up, I'm not sure.
I think we've got ourselves a real problem here because I reckon that once we activate one of them, it's gonna all of a sudden become real difficult to activate the remaining ones.
What if we were to split up and one of us go to each pump, and then the other ones, namely maybe the more the ones best at fighting, could keep the leapers away from you guys as like a diversion.
Skeech, I heard you talking about degrees a minute ago, and I pull out the bone, which crackles with lightning. You think them? I'm pointing to these over here. You think them down there about 100 feet away? DM.
Because you there 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
As soon as they put letters.
Yes, you would
in,
be within 100 feet.
Of those, but obviously not those.
I think feet away.
Well,
yeah,
I got-
in range.
I got this, which can.
Is it smart to use that when we're about to be standing on water?
Yeah, but we're not yet. So.
Is it smart? Maybe not.
Yeah,
but
this ends with a bunch of dead frogs, right? So,
I think it will be effective.
Yeah, but then it might get dangerous for us.
We got time.
I think right now, logically, it makes sense if we were to split up. It'd be much more efficient, it'd be quicker. But to the Reverend's point, the moment that this starts, the moment that this happens, we have no idea whether, well, they're in a general area. We've seen them, we've heard them. We don't know if more might come from somewhere else. If we're separated, we might not be able to keep them off everyone. But maybe it kind of looks up spiritually to Speech, who's riding above. With an appropriately sized distraction, we might be able to buy ourselves and our friends some time for this.
We need to make sure that the exit is clear no matter what we do. We
Someone
don't know
has
another
to
way out.
stay.
Someone has to stay. We have a lot of people very capable of fighting from far away. Namely, in this case, maybe you.
And I look absolutely giddy because I've been waiting to use this thing.
I have an ability, and I can make an angel stand guard by an exit, and it will slaughter anything that comes near it. Wow. In a particular area. So
Well,
I can
you
use that
tell
by
it-
an exit.
Can you tell it not to slaughter
It won't.
me?
It won't. Yeah.
Oh, right, good. Well, it wouldn't anyway because I'm an emissary of the one god. And as I say that, I take one of my trinkets, which is the one god's symbol, and I tap it, and it lights up, and I hang that around my neck to produce light from the light spell.
Mary, is this a friend of yours?
And the zone around you is now lit up. I believe it's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Well, you see, me and the one god, we're tight. And, he lends me an angel when I needed one.
Like you had that the whole time.
No,
Oh,
this is
alright.
a new development.
All right, well, so
I can also take me and someone else super far away, if needed.
That could be good for a quick escape.
But I can only do me and one person at a time, and
So-
I can only really do it once.
are we trying to move one-to-one on these, or are we attempting to go to all four at the same time?
I think as long as they're not going for us, we should make as much progress on all four at the same time as we can.
I don't like the idea of anyone going alone, though.
Yeah.
Pairs at minimum.
I wanted to suggest, while I'm capable from far away, I'm also maybe one of the better ones here about slowing people down. So
There's no question about that.
put me where I need to be.
I'll keep it cleared.
Okay, so one of us goes with the more stealthy one to guard them as they mess with the pump.
I'm like counting, like 2, 2, 2. Got just enough
We do.
for one person to, with counting Sky, we have enough for one person to stand up here on the platform.
Maybe Sky and your
Do we?
Guardian?
guard
I could do that.
thing could stand up on the platform and protect it.
I need Sky by me if I'm going to be slowing people
That's still
down.
not enough. It would trying to only not send one person. Are you married? Do you feel like you could stay up here by yourself? Does that?
Or are you saying the Guardian alone can guard our exit? And that way
I
all of us
believe
can
the
go down?
Guardian could guard the exit.
All right. Well, yeah, I didn't like the idea of you staying up here by yourself.
Agreed.
Alright, this feels better.
Has there been any motion towards us that after the light was eliminated?
At this point, no.
Right.
They seem very focused about whatever is going on inside of that hole.
All right, then we pair up.
Holds on to Skeech's legs.
All right, Skeech and Vaughn.
Okay.
All right. So we're
I'll go with Reverend.
All right.
I guess me and you again?
Sure.
Okay.
Get two pictures instead of just one.
Woo!
I look at Mary. Mary, I'm gonna smite these evildoers with this. Oh, sorry, I got excited.
Well, I think you're going to fix the pump.
Oh, and we got Steve to come with us. Wait,
He's very excited about that.
wait, maybe Steve stay up here.
Stevie, you feel like such part of the group. I forgot about you.
Steve could protect the angel, maybe?
I have one job for you.
Steve, baby, is the angel.
Maybe we just turn him loose to, like, kill the Leapers.
Oh, Agent of Chaos.
Yeah.
Wild card.
Maybe a
All right.
distraction.
Bait.
Yeah, there we go.
No, Joe.
Oh, I heard. You know, I once heard about this.
Really quickly.
Judging by the excitement in the group, you can see Steve is now super duper jazzed about whatever is going on. Has no idea what you're saying. But
May I ask,
It's
Oh,
best
summer
that the fish
child.
smile. The fish is smiling. The eyes
Didn't
are
last
rolling.
time we cast tongues on Steve? Is that still in effect?
good question.
Oh.
Would it
So,
still
I think
be?
it's been longer than an hour, right?
I do believe the last time y'all cast that you were way up on the surface back at.
Okay, I just
Yeah,
want to make
right?
sure. I just want to make sure.
I think was it cast a second time though?
I think
Yeah,
it
we did
was
cast it a second time.
Second time. I
I've
think
got
when
an-
we arrive
I've got an amazing
at the
idea.
top of this, at the top, right?
I think that
Oh, no.
I'm not even trying to get you. I think I
Oh,
remember being
wow.
cast
I had
twice.
forgotten. Well,
It
if that's
was.
the case, Steve is definitely very concerned about the chum action.
Well,
Like,
if that was the case, would Steve have gone, whoa, 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 or would he have understood Steve
well,
in
no.
a different conversation?
he got super excited, and that's what got
Yeah.
Steve.
Steve, I've got
But,
an amazing idea.
actually, Steve seems to have misunderstood what chum you were referring to on that. It seems to have taken as the chum of
It could be
good old
delicious.
buddy, good old pal.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
our
yeah.
best friend and our good chum.
I will hand
Yes,
him a bottle
yes,
of tartar sauce. This is your battle.
Battle cream, butter.
Slather this upon yourself.
Steve lathers on the tartar sauce.
Steve,
And get in this basket. With these potatoes next to it. They're called chips.
Steve, here's your mission. You are going to go and create as much chaos and discord amongst the Leapers as possible, but you must go clothed in the garb of the enemy, and I'm gonna do so. You have to trust me.
Steve just stares at you.
Oh wait, I can only do that to myself.
Trust yourself, Reverend. Trust yourself.
Take this, Steve.
I touch him and I give him my reverence blessing, so he has advantage on stealth checks.
Steve, she has an advantage on stealth check. All
Yeah.
right.
Is Steve gonna wait for our signal before causing chaos, or?
We should probably have her wait.
I kind of whisper at Echo, I don't think Steve has that kind of tactical ability. I think it's just to go that direction and
And do your thing.
I'm trying to hand Steve a bomb right now.
Oh my.
Don't eat this one. Don't eat this one.
Steve stares at whatever it is that you've
if
given
you
her.
see one of the frogs, throw it at them.
Make them eat it.
Yeah, that works.
That computes, apparently. There seems to be a nod of recognition of what that means.
This is gonna be
Okay.
awesome.
This is gonna be great. I see no wrong that can come from this.
Is there
It's not gonna hurt me.
the pool that you've described notably several times now? What can we
pit-like?
acknowledging Vaughn doesn't have dark vision, so I can't see it, but what can we see? Skeech, can you
what
see
can
me?
I
the
see?
pit would be over
got it.
here.
Oh,
where
it's
they
so
are.
hard to see.
Good up view.
And we are.
It's
we are-
difficult to see through the stuff that.
May we
you're-
ask the people in the booth to put a full screen projection of the map up, please?
It's up.
Who are you talking to, you?
Oh my god.
Screams to the ether. Booth?
Are you,
Give us another angel.
There we go.
are you talking to the guy
All
with
right,
the
so let's try
kobold?
that again. So you all can
Yes,
see
move.
that it would be right over here.
Oh, why does it look like there's flames in there? I mean, we don't know
glowing.
that. We don't know. But I'm sure it's fine. Great.
S'mores.
It's magic.
S'mores. Hit fire.
Okay, are we ready?
They're making
Time to go
chips.
I think we're ready.
Okay, I'm going to summon this angel with Hero of Faith,
All right.
and I'm gonna put them at our exit, which
So
is
basically,
the
Elevator.
elevator, correct?
So just put 'em on
Okay,
the elevator.
so
Right
Big
here.
elevator.
Yeah.
man.
now you see this creature with a bunch
down.
of eyes and wings.
Amazing.
So as Mary's invoking the prayer, this shaft of light just comes down out of literally you're not sure where. It just comes down in here and bathes the entire platform that you all are on.
I'm just like,
And as that happens, this creature appears above you. It's terrifying and awesome at the same time. And again, it is eyes kind of circling on these bands, these big wings, and it is just sitting above you, not making a sound. But the entire platform is apparently within its range of control at this point.
We should probably go because that was very bright.
That is horrifying.
Are we supposed to look at it?
you can look at it.
I've
It's
seen
not
one of
gonna
these things
smite you.
before.
What?
Can you
Yeah, it's really
grab
old.
5
beef.
more?
Let's get
And
going now. That's probably a smart idea.
they
Uh-huh.
jump out around this pool here.
Oh.
Those
All right, well,
guys
it's
are-
time to go.
So as that happens there, you hear from those groks over there, the little frog, and 5 more leapers now jump out of a secondary pool over to this side over here. In reaction to the
Pick
light
your
shaft.
corners.
All right, well,
Okay.
we get in trouble, I guess, scream real loud.
Perfect. That'll be the sign.
We should get going now.
Okay, we need to stealth and go to our corners.
All right, let's
Which
go.
are?
That way.
Skeech grabs my hair.
So
You take first.
before we go into initiative,
There's a ladder.
you all have 1 full round to make your actions, and then we're going to be rolling for initiative after that. So we'll start with the Vaughn Skeech Master Blaster combo. Where are you all going?
Skeech is my eyes.
3 Skeeches in a trench coat.
Oh. we are gonna go off of, I suppose, the north side. We are going to the northwest.
So you're heading over to that one? Or
That is,
No,
that is the opposite.
yeah,
from your
up.
perspective. I
Oh,
should
closest
suppose.
to me?
Yes, that one.
Yes, closest to.
Let us go to the far one because we're
Okay.
fast.
So let's go ahead and
that one's
pull
a close
Skeech.
one.
And we're gonna pull Vaughn.
I
So
can
Skeech is
teleport
right
you and
here.
move, but
Ladder,
only just the
ladder,
two of us,
ladder.
though. Is that okay?
Sky moves 50, I move 45. I'll be fine.
Carry
And
me
we'll
then,
start
because I
the
don't
movement
move that
from right
fast.
Still have the baby
there.
carrier.
So you guys moving 60?
The last bit.
Yes, if we can.
And
You can
Vaughn
also
falls
throw
to the
me.
left.
You're taking your full movement. I'm taking my full direction.
Yeah. When I'm bald patches after this.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there's the angle.
I'm
Two of you
getting
make it-
enough.
two of you make it
It's
up
not-
there. Okay. So let's go ahead and move down the line. Next is going to be Mary and Reverend.
Before we begin, I say to Mary, like, go with the one God. I give her bark inspiration. And then I also say, now, the good part of this, Mary, is we don't have to do this alone. We got our friends. And then from behind you walk up 3 more Reverend Goodberry.
Never alone.
I'm Sparkus. No, I'm Sparkus. No, I'm Sparkus.
Never a dull moment with you.
All right. So where are the 5 of you going?
I think we should take the one on this corner.
This one over
Yeah.
here?
hmm
And I also
Right.
tell Steve, you got this. Go on,
Moving
buddy.
60 feet.
Good luck.
Your man's help, Steve.
Okay. Do we need to roll stealth to get to our corners?
You all have this one turn to do everything that you're going to do.
They,
Okay.
they see us for sure.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh, yeah,
they've been alerted to your
we're
presence
done.
at this point.
You
That's
summoned
Okay.
a glowing angel.
Oh,
And then they all went,
Now,
jumped
let's go
out.
ahead and
You're
advance
not the
the
light.
my bad. Maybe I should
Right
have
there.
gone first.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
And
we
Steve has gone over and
regrets.
Okay. No regrets.
raised her
No
battle
regrets.
axe and she's
No
yelling and as loud as she possibly can. She's like,
Surprised
Skin
that her
Raiders.
first thought wasn't to throw the ball when she was given.
Yep.
so that's
wonder
Steve's
so hard to
action.
tell
We're
how
going to
many
move
they
down the
are.
line here to Yip Yip and Echo, I believe, was our.
Wait, wouldn't it be
No,
Anna-
sorry, my bad. I skipped over here. I love to do that. Anna and Damon. I was saving the best for last. So that's what it really was.
You're not best anymore.
Are there any platforms above us? And if so, how many feet?
Unfortunately, there are no platforms directly above you on that. The
Oh,
only
no.
above piece that you'll see is these pipes that run above whatever that strange.
How
We
far
need to
away
be
is
there.
that?
Teleport in the pit.
From where you are, that's probably 60 feet.
Let's check
70
it out.
feet, somewhere?
How
About 70
conveniently
feet.
spaced.
Yeah.
I was running a rough estimate real fast, so 60, 70 feet. About 65. Call the difference.
Always at 5.
You said like 60, 70 feet?
Yep.
Let's do it.
That's a lot of feet.
I want to grab Anna
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to shoot, be like Batman, I'm going to shoot the crossbow
Yes.
to one of those pipes so that we can land on top of,
The pipes.
not on top of the pipes, on top of the I don't know
The
how
device.
to.
weird
The
circle thing?
device
Very
circle
strange
thing.
device thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Very Mario.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check on that, please.
Do I get
Happiest day of
advantage?
my life.
No, you do not get advantage on that. It's going to be a straight roll. I'm not going to call you disadvantage because she's wearing very heavy armor.
Oh my god.
19.
19, that'll be enough. Very well. Let's go ahead and put them on top of that. They're going to be on this thing, but up on top of it. So however we can squeeze them up there.
Doom.
There you go. And- Hey, why don't we put one on that side right there? There we go. So, Anna and Damon, Damon pulls out his crossbow and shoots it, and is hanging on to Anna and kind of just uses the momentum that the crossbow pulls and yoinks to bring you all over. And as you almost hit that bar, Damon, you kind of just drop Anna off and slide underneath the bar, then land up on your feet, unhooking it, and it's back again, and you guys are ready up top there. That is your action at this moment. You can look
Did you see
down,
that form?
Damon. You can look down and see that the
How did you
ones that
see
were
that?
circling around that pit there have now actually rotated and are
Teleport
turning
us
to
both
face
over there like instantly,
the direction of the
right?
light
They
that
have,
goes that way.
they have what?
Okay.
These guys here have turned to face this direction here.
Okay.
Obviously because Steve is yelling, and there's the light and stuff like that that's going on up over here. There's a bunch of footsteps as everybody's kind of Scooby-Dooing their fastest speed over to their locations.
We should run.
And then finally we go and look at Yip Yip and Echo there.
I'm on top of Sky
You guys
now.
went top right?
Yeah, either one.
Echo is just helping lift Yip Yip up onto the kind of carpet saddle on Sky, and
Fortunately, the way I kind of had it is that she was already riding him anyway.
okay.
Riding her anyway. So
Let's go.
So yeah, stealthily
That's
we're gonna
each
just
brand
try
travel
and
work,
quickly. Sky and I are both gonna
Each brand
dash,
travel.
so that's 90 and 100 feet respectively, and we're just trying to get to that other corner, the farthest one.
all right, so you're gonna run into some trouble when you get over here.
Not if they don't see us.
Un-
Is there another way that's
That's
safe?
trouble.
it's stealthing is kind of an issue at this point in time because
We're standing in a giant pit of light.
yeah, giant
Did
beam
you
of
say a
light.
pit?
Okay, a giant.
Well,
We're
you're down
standing
in a
under a
pit
giant
with a giant beam of light.
light.
Bat.
Where is it?
Okay.
It's yep.
That's fine.
You know what?
Oh boy.
So many pits.
That's okay.
That's what's made of light.
I will go run into the crowd and make space. So I'll just say, Sky,
This one's lighter.
take her all the way, and I'm gonna run ahead first
Oh,
and
okay.
try and get to the crowd,
Okay,
and
right
I
there.
just want to like swing my sword in front of them and basically taunt all of them. I'm just gonna say, "You look like frogs."
Yeah, topical yet somehow offensive.
Wow. You know, you've been training the Reverend in
15.
armor and
Incredible
weapons.
powers
He's
of
training you in
observation.
daunting.
Move him
But
back into
I'm
there
looking
if you
to
want.
distract them so you can.
That does put his backside open to the other group. That's entirely where he feels comfortable on that.
Really cool idea.
worry, I can
to
run.
Split up the
Right.
groups.
So
we
at
should have
this
taken
point,
the free
you could
gimme.
probably move Sky to right there.
With me on her back.
No,
Yip,
this is
Sky and
exciting.
Yip right there. All right. That is everybody's actions and potions at this point. It is now time for initiative. And so
It could have been better.
we're gonna start, and we're gonna go 21 to 25.
I have a 28.
Hold on, I haven't rolled yet.
Ha!
Wow.
Says Damon. Do you breaking the scale?
Gary.
No, that's fantastic. I do believe that you will be our winner, Damon.
That's too high.
I
It's
haven't
actually
rolled
too
yet.
high.
Hold on.
My bad.
You get again to go in the previous turn.
That is a.
Okay, was it within the time with this frame that I was asking for?
What was the frame you were asking?
I asked 21 to 25.
It was 21 exactly.
21. Okay, so we have Damon,
It was a nat 20 plus 1.
and then we're going to go Yip Yip. All right, so I'm going to ask 16 through 20.
30-20, please.
30, 20.
16.
Ron. Skeech. Nobody else within that time frame? That roll frame, I mean, there?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and look at 11 through 15.
I
12.
14.
14?
Also 12.
I
Okay,
got
so we're going to
I'm
go.
a better 12.
You're better.
13,
You're
12.
stronger 12. I was a 13.
So,
and
Mary,
now I'm a 12.
you have a 13, you said? Rev.
At least our initiative
who
is
has
the same,
12s?
basically.
We both do.
Who has higher decks?
I do.
Okay, we're going to go Echo.
You know, I actually have a good initiative score. You wouldn't know it based on.
What was yours?
13.
And Anna. And I believe that. Is everybody accounted for, I believe, on that?
Calls that high
8, yep.
score and bad rolls mitigate.
And then we're going to have Steve bring up the rear on that. All right, so starting at the top of the round, we're going to look at Damon. Damon, what action are you taking, please?
And this happened yesterday.
Okay. I
Batman
want to. I want to alert them to my presence.
Keeps your plan secrets.
They're holding up signs for that acrobatics display.
A bunch of tens, like, oh, like,
Okay, that 120 took all of my
There's one sad frog. It's like
What do
7.3.
what does the shadow situation look like over here?
there are lots of pools of shadow. In fact, the only real light is the beam that's coming down and
This
the
is my text.
piece that's around Reverend's neck there. So again, Vaughn, you would definitely be moving. Your actions would be a disadvantage for what you're doing. Mary and Reverend, you guys are okay. Anna, you're at disadvantage. Damon, are you doing anything to change that?
Didn't you activate your right? Isn't that
Yeah,
fire?
I can go ahead and do that one trick.
Okay, so you're not at disadvantage. And Echo, you are not at disadvantage, I believe, right?
Yeah, they can't see me. I'm just.
Oh. All right. So Damon, what are you doing?
So, would I be able to slip into the shadows, go behind the blue frog right there?
I'm
And-
assuming that you're referring to this one right here?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the name.
What's his name?
His name is
Blue frog. Okay.
His name is Grok.
Oh, okay, my bad. Blue frog, grok,
All right.
whatever.
Log is
And would I
very
be able to attempt to assassinate him?
I would say that that would be a viable option. I would like you to go ahead and give me a stealth on that.
That would be the social.
Push him.
And you can make that.
Stabby.
Damon, you can make that with advantage.
Epic.
Do it.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Stabbing that.
That
frog.
would definitely allow you to have the advantage. So basically, Damon, using the shadow that's pretty much right at your feet, you literally just seem to drop down and then pop up right behind the frog.
And now you're trapped in
And
there.
you would be able to use a surprise attack if you decided.
A what?
You would have the ability to use surprise attack.
Oh, absolutely,
That's
I'm
just
going
like a-
to do that.
That's just like a pile.
I just want to say that my so the creature would be surprised, correct?
Absolutely.
It's going to be a critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you do criticals again?
Again,
It's a
you
lot of
take
die.
the max of your
We do it
blade
rarely.
Okay.
and then add an additional die to that. So if you're using
Okay.
the dual strike that you're talking about, each of your blades will be at maximum, adding an additional die and then rolling your sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Okay, let me do math.
A lot of
Okay.
I think
So,
that's
would
end
that
double
ex-
enough.
You just don't max.
You
it
do
then.
enough.
You need more dice.
Would that include like the sneak attacks? The sneak attack is all like
Maximized.
maximized
No,
or
sneak attack is not maximized.
Okay,
Only the blade
alright.
damage is maximized.
okay. Hang on. I'm doing math. Give me
No
one
problem.
second.
You still double the sneak attack dice though.
One
Dead
dead
frog.
frog.
yeah.
I hope so.
So damage, did you do over 10 points of damage?
I did like
More.
hang on. I want to know the exact number. Is the sneak attack dice doubled as well?
Yeah. Should
I do believe so.
Okay.
all dice.
This poor frog.
36
No,
points
no,
of
it
damage.
was quick.
36 points of damage. All right, as the
It almost
frog,
got
the
killed.
five frogs,
four
so they're
times
making the
over.
little grok sounds, and all of a sudden, Damon, you appear behind this frog. Both blades come out and thrust into this poor frog from behind,
Say something.
and
cool.
basically it kind of explodes through its chest and out the
Ribbit.
front, and then back through as he collapses into a nasty pool of viscera, and
You
falls,
killed this frog.
and
poor
then falls
frog.
into that
Oh.
little pit of water that's next to him, and you see all these little tadpoles rushing forward and just begin eating on the frog
Okay,
dead
like a
body in
weapon.
there.
I'm gonna whisper in my brain, he's sleeping with the fishes now, and then
Steve leans back to back.
with my bonus action, I'd like to hide again,
All right.
but not in the shadows.
That's great.
So just basically just disappearing back into wherever you possibly can.
Yeah,
All right.
18.
18.
You
Pull
killed.
Damon off the board real quick. Damon, you are currently hit. All right.
I don't like that.
Next, we move down the line. Now, from where Steve is sitting, behind Steve in that pit is this giant bubbling action that begins to roil the water. And from out of it, this splash that just literally pushes out, it looks like half the water that's in that little pool. This massive creature,
Okay.
oh yeah, appears from out of the water and
Oh, it's time for that.
lands
thing
on
now.
top of Steve.
Oh.
And he disappears completely under it. And there's this of the bomb going off that
Should be 2. Steve ate one.
Ah.
the giant frog thing does not seem to be deterred by the explosion that's gone off, and it lets out this big. And as it does that, you could hear that same sound now echoing across the waters from multiple different voices. And that is its action this round. We move over to Yip Yip.
Deep aside.
Can I see the giant frog?
Pour one out.
All right.
From where you are...
I'm on top of
No, line of sight, no.
Can I?
You heard it. You heard a giant splash. And then you heard a
Well, I can see all those little frogs
You
at
can see
the.
all the little frogs that are by where Echo is standing, yes.
How many are there?
There are currently 5 that are directly in front of Echo and 4 directly behind Echo.
Okay. Rookie numbers.
Very quickly, I just have to check my spell
Those are
because I
frog
don't
numbers.
remember what. I don't remember the
frog.
range on this thing. I never do.
Yes.
Let's play hopscotch.
You came
Aren't
to
you
the
like
Can I have
wrong
that?
spot.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to the... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to the first frog.
Where's Echo at?
Frog.
Echo is
Okay.
Think of it.
10 feet further from that. Or 15 feet. 15 feet further from that.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do that without hitting him in the process.
Do it.
Are you sure?
I mean,
I love that question.
that's up to you.
I do not
But
want to
yes.
hit you. I do not want to hit you with a full force fireball.
Make a decision.
Make an assessment.
Can I cast fireball behind the big group of frogs and get the ones at the back
I'm old frog.
without hitting him?
What is the radius on that?
You.
25 or no 20.
20 feet. So if you actually shot it 5 feet to the
Yeah, but drinks back
right
to my shoe.
of the blue frog, which would be right here, I do believe that you would miss Echo, correct? And still capture all of them within that.
Okay, cool. I'm
That
doing that
radius.
then.
Do that.
It's a deck save, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is a dex save. I'm dumb.
What is
No.
our dex? What is our DC on that from your spell attack?
It is
More
a
than 6s.
16.
Hey.
16.
Hey,
All right.
Good.
So
Give me the one.
all the group saves.
Dang
So
it.
it does half damage as the fireball lands over the leapers, being highly agile creatures. The flames go off, and they seem most disturbed by
It is
that.
8d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mm-hmm. 6, 12, 18,
Whoa.
Keep counting. Keep going.
22,
Okay.
24, 26, 30.
So 30th half is 15, but doubled is back to 30. All right.
I like this.
Let's go ahead and remove all 5 of those frogs as they are
Whoa.
fricasseed directly in front of Echo. This fireball engulfs them, and while they seem to leap and look like they're going to be okay, the flames unfortunately pass over them, and there's these crispy frog legs in
So
front
you're
of them.
saying
Smells like
like
chicken.
the leap got away, but the got caught.
Yes, that is correct. They erred. To err is human, yes.
Hey.
All right.
To die
Yip,
as frog.
are there any other actions that you're able to take this round?
No, I'm just gonna stay on the back of Sky and let her do all the walking.
All right. So, moving down to the next lineup, in front of Mary and Reverend, let's go ahead and grab one of the gulpers.
I beg your pardon?
So, in the water
I do not
directly in
consent
front of
to
you,
go.
Reverend, it's going to land
Uh-oh.
right
Frog?
there. Oh. This giant, nasty creature splashes up out of the water in front of you
Double check.
and lands
I don't.
very heavily and kind of lifts itself up and looks at you, and it opens this nasty looking mouth, but as it does so, the mouth then opens up a second time, super large, and then closes kind of back up again, and at this point, it's you, Reverend, and it's going to lash out with its tongue. And since you are a medium or smaller creature, you are susceptible to this possible attack here. That would be a 30-20 on that.
Delicious.
Okay.
And
Hold
usually
on.
that beats your armor class.
Well, it It targets my duplicate.
It targets your duplicate? All right, the tongue lashes out and the duplicate disappears as it's being retracted back into the mouth, which seems to really confuse it. So it lashes out at a second one. This time it's just a bite attack. And that is going to be a 7, so that's not going to hit anything.
Oh.
Is it
I think
hit?
I still have to roll. So it targeted the duplicate, but it missed it.
Yes. As it seemed to be very confused about the action that went on, that is its particular attack this round. That wraps it up. We move down the line to Vaughn.
And that thing made the mistake of jumping into the zone of light that is right next to the Reverend, so I can see it.
Yes, you can see it.
Let's light it up.
Light it up,
I say to Skeech, I don't think there's any reason to be hiding this anymore, and I'm just gonna have my crossbow in my right hand, and I just pull forth my left hand. I'm gonna summon 2 of those orbs that I've described previously. I'm gonna fire off 2 of those rays at the Gulper fighting you. First one's gonna come in at a 17. Second one's only gonna be a 12.
Okay, both of those will strike.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It'll be 16 points of force damage.
16 points.
Do you need it separated?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
So it's just straight force damage and piercing damage, right?
That one is just force damage
Just force?
with the action.
Okay.
And then with bonus action, I'll go ahead and make the attack with disadvantage with the crossbow as well. And even a disadvantage at the 13.
That'll hit.
So sorry, I should have done this all together, but I didn't. Amazing. That's going to be 8 points of piercing damage and 6 points of fire damage.
So 12 more. That's going to be 28. All right. So, as the attack slams into the side of this creature, you rip open a section of its flesh. You part the flesh, the nice soft tissue on it, and you can see blood is spilling out. It screeches in this sound again, opening that giant maw up again. It kind of closes back up, and that is all of your actions for this
I'm
round.
going to use my movement to get as close to the apparatus as I need to, so Skeech can do what Skeech needs to Skeech.
All right, that'll be 30 feet you're moving at this point.
Dog.
So I do believe that he can make it right over to the apparatus. And since Skeech is on his shoulders, you just move right along with him. And now we move down to the leapers. So, fun times on that. So, we're going to put 5 more leapers back on the board,
Oh, okay.
and they're going to pop up by over by Echo.
How many leapers you got back there?
They were
Now,
snipers.
plethora,
A
yeah.
lot.
They're all popping out on that side right by Echo. Yep. And out of the water pit, you see 5 more of these guys leap back out in front of you. And they seem to be quite confused for just a brief moment, then lock onto you. And 2 of them are going to hork at you. I have a
Really
natural 20 and then a 17.
I have Orchid.
What was the first one?
The first one's a natural 20,
Okay, that one will hit.
and then a
This
17.
time.
Misses.
17 misses you. Okay. So the one that hit you, I need you to make a DC of 12. Sorry, so 15 is the con check on that. So saving throw.
That'll be a 10, so I fail that.
Okay. You take 1 point of damage for the next 3 rounds from the toxin. So
Okay.
each round moving forward for the next 3, you're going to be suffering 1 point of hit points on that. And the second spittle misses you and splatters against the big strange device behind you. The other 3 are going to try to spear you. And the best one I have on that is a 17.
Misses.
All right, so you were not speared.
Bobbing and weaving.
Yep. You are dipping and diving around there, and all the frogs have moved to position, so they're nice and close to you there.
Okay.
That is their action. That is going to move us down to Skeech. You're next in line.
Can I get an idea of how this operates now that I'm sitting here right next to it?
You see that there are 2 pull levers and a wheel, and the wheel has an arrow one direction, and there's an O, There's another direction that says a C.
A what?
Oh, that's right.
no!
And then there's
sort of arcane rune.
there's also some arcane runes above the levers.
Oh no.
Screaming is a free action, though, so don't forget that.
Screaming though it's a reaction.
All right, Mon, good luck, and I'm gonna turn and hop off his shoulder.
Starts crying.
As we're still connected by the rope.
Is it trapped? What's the problem?
I can't read. And I'm going to
This seems to keep reoccurring.
shot put one of the bombs because I believe I'm within 90 of the.
Do you want me to
the
spin?
gulper? Like a ballerina, you can.
30, 35, 40,
Cheer.
Just in range, yeah. You can leave it.
This will be with disadvantage, but I'm going for it. So that's going to be a 15 to hit.
12 would be the number to beat.
All right.
I do believe that exceeds it.
So then that will be a total of 16 fire damage.
All right. So, as Skeech chucks, is it like a Molotov? Is it a little explosive ball?
It is a bomb.
It's a bomb?
Yeah, it is
All right.
like a little clay orb.
Skeech chucks it, and it lands on the creature. And for a second there, you don't think anything has happened because it's a bit of a distance between here and there. Now, Reverend, you're standing right in front of it. What you see is the creature's kind of wheeling around from that giant gash inside. The bomb goes gloop, right into that hole that's been made, and then there's this gout of flame that bursts out the side. And again, its mouth was open in that roar. It kind of pops out of its mouth, and then the leaper falls to the ground, and it kind of rolls off into the water in front of you with a large splash sound.
I look up.
Got it.
I look over and I see those two heads over there.
All right. Any other actions that you have this round, Skeech?
I'm going to hold on to Vaughn just in case something eats me.
Gonna hang on to Vaughn. Okay. So the matriarch there is going to rotate her position to face over by where Echo is kind of standing.
Uh-oh.
Bring them on.
And it exhales this nasty, vomitous spray
Whoa.
of fluid that direction.
Is it also hitting the other leapers?
Yes,
probably
they would
resistant
also be
to it.
within the spray. That would be a 22 on that.
The 22 hit definitely hits.
All right, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution.
All right, I'm switched.
I am in fact feeling.
You want my dice?
And that is going to be a DC
Okay,
of
not that
18
one.
on that save.
Thank you.
Failure. 8.
Failure. All right, you're going to take 2 points of poison damage
Okay.
each round for 4 rounds.
Okay.
So we have 1 point of poison damage for 3 rounds. We have 2
Cure
points of
alls.
poison damage for 4 rounds.
This sounds like estimated damage, which I'm like.
So each round that's going to be ticking off for you.
From for future you.
All right,
Or
and
like inevitable damage.
that is its special action. That is done. We move over to Mary. What are you doing at this point, Mary? You and the
Get to
Reverend
the valve.
are right over here, so you're going to race over to the valve. That's definitely within your movement speed.
No, I'm telling Reverend, you get to the valve. I'll take care of this, and I'm going to. Is the thing still there?
The matriarch is over here.
No.
The gulper got
Yeah.
blown up by your friends over. on
Okay,
this
it got
platform.
blown up already. Okay, sweet. Then, is there any? What's the closest one to me?
Currently, the closest thing to you is the matriarch over here. So you have to come this way over to here, or move within sort of any sort of ranged attack that you've got.
I do have a ranged attack.
I do. Okay. Well,
I gave you
think
one.
my range attack is only like 15 feet for my spiritual guardian, right?
The spiritual guardian is right up here. I do believe 15 feet would be out to there.
Doesn't the alchemist fire do damage?
Unfortunately,
It does.
it's not within that range.
Yeah.
The alchemist fire does damage if you could throw it.
Or if you eat it.
Either way,
That's damage either way.
it serves its purpose regardless.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say eat it.
Okay, I can throw this thing
Tell me.
20 feet. Is it?
It's much further than 20 feet.
How many feet
It'd
is
be
it?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, a little bit 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85 feet. If I'm mistaken on that, about 85 feet.
Wow.
What's all this math?
Yeah.
And this is why you play role-playing games, so you get good at math, boys and girls.
I came here to pretend.
No, I'm
That way you can roll
badass.
700 dice and goes, well, do you have more than 10 damage?
Be happy it's that way for now.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll be saying that, I'm sure, when we run into, ancient liches and things like that, right?
Oh,
Well,
Is that-
I guess
is that what we run
Spoiler.
into?
Let's talk about them all right now. Tell me.
Just joking. Anyway,
I guess
Invite.
since there's not any leapers next to us right now, then I'll go to the valve.
move to the valve? All right.
Yeah.
So, you are able to cross that, no problem. You get to the valve, there is that wheel. There's the arrow one direction that says O on it. There's an arrow the other direction that says C. There are two levers, and one of the levers has a number that says 1, and the other lever has a number that says 2 on it.
I know numbers.
And both right now of the levers are in the up position for 1 and 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn into the C. Right. I'm gonna turn the C.
I'm not the one to ask.
So you're gonna turn towards the C with both of them still up.
I don't know. Sure.
For science.
Sure. All right. Go ahead and
Try
give
it out.
me
We're doing
a athletics
experiments
check
here.
on that.
Do a what?
Athletics check.
Okay.
Oh, it's
I'm pretty
that
good at
you went over there then.
Whee! It is one of those nights, my friend. Have no fear.
22.
22. So,
Dogs are
all right, Mary, as you grab the wheel and you strain, you're like, "Grr!" you hear all of these years of just buildup of crusty nastiness from here in the pit just break free as this wheel grinds and kind of scrapes like, "Grr!" as the metal is just twisting on it. And you break it free and the wheel begins to spin as you are wheeling it towards the close. And that will eat up your actions for this next couple of seconds as you're doing that.
Okay.
And we'll have to talk about what happens here after. Now we move over to the next gulper that pops up out of the water, please. Let's go ahead and grab another one of our fine little friends there.
No,
Who is going to pop up right here.
You don't have to shout.
On help.
Hold on.
And
Hold on tight.
as the gulper lands, it opens its mouth.
Big gulping.
Each, that is going to be a 21
Yes. Oh,
as
who's
the
it?
tongue shoots
The
out of the
answer is
gulper.
yes.
Who's it targeting?
Skeech.
Oh.
You hop down, remember?
And I'm holding on tight.
Yeah.
So go ahead
So
and give,
together, we're a large creature.
it strikes you, which doesn't do any damage, but you're going to have to give me a saving throw for strength check, please.
Now, does the previous thing come into play now?
No, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, 'cause I didn't know.
Right. No, that's fine. I'm really strong. I can count this high.
All right, as the tongue wraps around Skeech, he becomes grappled, and it pulls him 5 feet closer.
No.
When you bit that wagon, though, that was really strong.
Yep. And its mouth expands wide open. At this round, it has not swallowed him yet, but you're pretty sure that it won't take long for it to attempt to eat your friend. Okay, so
Guardian reality.
that is it for the actions that it's able to take this round because of what it has done. That moves us down the line to the Reverend Goodberries. Reverend Goodberries, what are you doing?
So I've just seen like one of these things jump out of the water, get blown up by my friends. Harry told me to go to the cistern, but then she ran over. So I'm kind of like
Confused, I'm sorry.
doing this. I see the giant thing that jumped up over there, but I saw the gulper that jumped over to them. And I look at and get Skeech, and I look at the storm rod in my hand, and I say, "It's time!" I fire the storm rod at the gulper. So
Fire the storm rod at the
yep,
gulper.
it's a dex save. for
Revy.
it.
Canonically, we're holding
All
hands right now. We're pulling you away.
Just light, dude.
So if I was to roll really well with
Then
a
you-
9,
then
what would
you're
that
gonna take-
do for me?
10, 14, 17, 20, 22, 24 lightning damage.
Skeech, you take 12 lightning damage.
What? Okay.
I am holding Skeech's hand.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yeah.
good. You get to take 12 as well.
Oh, wait,
As
no,
the
no,
current
no, no.
passes
6
through-
each. That's 6 each.
As the current passes through you all,
I'm grounded. I'm grounded though.
so it takes 24.
What shoes are you wearing? Are they rubber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick fashion.
Actually, no, it'd
You're
be,
wearing shoes?
it'd be 24, 12, and then you take 6. So you're, because you are the furthest out.
Grounded is bad in this instance.
So
wearing
yes,
Crocs.
it seems quite unhappy
Are
about
they in
that.
sports mode?
Yeah.
Do I get a fifth?
So speech
They have the
is
little
released
thingy
as the
little-
tongue goes slack.
You got like just like dog.
So you did get released.
I got the hair just.
Yeah, your beard is all poofed straight out right now. So the leaper took 24. Oh, no, the gulper took 24. Oh,
That was
my.
kind of fun.
And
Release them.
Was it a good
you can see
adrenaline
that the
rush?
scales of this thing are smoking, and that's it. Just like it's terrible. Oh, and the one that was killed in front of you, when it died, the wand glowed and crackled.
Oh, nice.
So you had one additional charge added to the wand when that happened. All right.
The power.
How do I know how many charges it has?
Well, at this point, I don't think you know how many
Oh,
charges.
I would have no idea.
Because you did not check it out.
Just started blasting.
Yep,
Been
that means,
staring at it for days,
Variable
going,
plus
yeah.
no, I mean, that checks out. Yeah, that's fine. No, I'm
-1.
gonna use it until it's going out of step. All right, and then I look over at the gulper, and I throw my arms out, and I start radiating an aura of majesty. And I say to the gulper, "Be gone in the name of the one god, foul creature!" And I cast command on it.
You never should have come here.
And the creature
Gilbert.
has no concept of what your language is, and it does not work.
Ooh.
But
If
leave
it doesn't understand your language, okay, so it's just like,
But it looks super impressive right now. Anybody else that was around you was like, ooh. And you see the leaper swaying.
Wow.
And with the
Crap in
natural
the
20 on that, it looks like the leaper actually was kind of stunned by your performance there.
I look extremely confused.
It may
like,
have just been the lightning strike that hit it, but it might have just been the fact that it was quite impressed with the action.
I think you should just go.
I look over at Mary and I say, that usually works.
Honey, you have to know your language.
Oh, well,
Any other actions you have?
no, that's all I got.
I feel like one of the lenses pops out of the goggles. Just
The smoke.
that was cool.
All right,
imagine all
that wraps your actions.
Yep.
Okay, go on in.
And I guess I'm gonna run over to Mary to start helping with the dials.
All right, Leaper Party number 2, which Damon murdered one of their pals. There's only 4 of them. They're going to maneuver in position as much as they possibly can in behind Echo.
My job.
There I was.
It's like this frog, it's like this frog jamboree going on all around
Echo.
you.
Hey, I bet you're wondering how I got here.
Hinge and salt from a jambalaya.
I'll tell you exactly how I got here. It all started on a wagon trail. There's 3 of us.
My
On a
goodness.
rainy day.
And I had
Okay.
to prove that I could read.
I've got a 16, I have a 15. Either one of those
Start
hit?
playing episode 1.
15 or 15
You're
or
gonna need
16
a
hit?
19 to hit me.
19, all right. All right, so because the frogs are rushing up, they're kind of jostling each other in position, trying to stab you with their spears, which, Echo, since they're behind you, you're not really all that aware, but wait until the spears kind of whip around the side of you right there. They stab through your cloak a bit. But none of them seem to hit you at this
Do they
point in
hit
time.
each other?
No, they do not hit each other. So that takes care of my poor little leapers there, which does actually bring us around to Echo's turn.
Can I ask how many are directly within 5 feet of me?
All of them.
Like how many are touching?
8.
8? Okay, quick maths. All right. I'm gonna look at all of them and kind of shield and sword in hand. I'm gonna put the sword in my mouth, bring out a torch, and light the torch, and just kind of wave it around. And I'm gonna say,
How do you say anything with a
like,
sword in
like,
your mouth?
Put something in your mouth.
I don't have time for you.
Nice.
I'm gonna try and hit 2 of them with the torch, and then run away. So I'm gonna hit the 2 that are closest to Scott. Yep.
So is that the red and the green speckled with blue legs, right?
So first attack is a 18.
12 is the number to beat.
Okay, and second attack is also higher than that.
Okay, so both of those would hit.
Okay, so this is gonna be a d6. So that's
The torch is lit,
yes.
so that would add an additional 1 point of fire damage to it.
Okay. So that'll be 4 fire damage on the first one, and 2 fire damage on the second. Because am I adding dex to this?
It's an improvised weapon.
Yes.
Do you have anything for the improvised weapons?
Nope.
No. So there's the 1d4 damage from the club.
Okay.
Basically.
Sure.
So how much was just the club damage on each of those?
Just 1 and 2.
1 and 2?
Yep.
And then you did how much fire damage? 1 point, so +2 for each one of those.
Uh-huh.
Gives us double fire damage. So you got 4 and you have 3 points.
So since I took 2 attacks, neither one of those guys can hit me. I'm going to use my 45 movement and just run away, taking as many opportunity attacks as I
So
need
that
to.
would be there's 6 opportunity attacks.
Oh gosh.
It's gonna be fine.
Well, that's a 2
You
and a 4
brave
die
idiot.
roll, so that's not going to happen. That's a
So
2
there
and an
would-
11. And that's a 6 and a 9. Even with their bonuses, nobody is able to hit him. Apparently, Echo's display of combativeness is such a shock and awe campaign there that they are all unable to stick holes in him. They didn't expect him to run away, but they are making little grokking sounds as you bail your 45 feet over to where Sky is sitting.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Blossom of Vines, and I'm going to switch the torch to my mouth and the sword in my hand, because that seems smarter. And so I'll have that ready for my next turn.
All right. And the Blossom of Thorns, where are you casting that?
It's on myself.
Okay. So anybody hitting you, I believe there's extra armor or the damage
Anytime I
themselves?
hit somebody, they're going to be like, they can't move.
Okay, roger that.
Amazing.
So please help me track that. There's a
Yeah.
lot going on currently in the battlefield there. All right, so Sky, what action is Sky going to take at this point in
She is-
time? You are not giving her any commands at the moment.
No,
because
but
you
I
used your
told
bonus
her
action.
beforehand to just get Yip Yip to the console, so that's what
Okay,
she's
so
doing.
she's going to advance following the last order, and
She, I think, could get 100 movement max. Someone else is here.
she does not see the console here, but she does recognize the console over
Right.
there. So she's going to continue advancing that direction because it is behind that giant pile of debris, the first one. So Sky is moving
Or mine.
maximum possible speed. Yip Yip is being brought along. So Yip Yip, you are now at
No
the
matter
console
what
with Sky when we get back around to your turn.
Oh boy.
All right, we move over to that takes care of your actions there.
Stack it.
All right, please pull out another gulper,
Oh.
and it is going to move to engage Echo.
Oh.
It splashes up right in front of him.
Well,
Oh,
Echo, I
God.
know we haven't known each other
It
long,
splashes right in front of him, blocking the path.
but I feel just such a
What are you going to do,
connection
bleed on me?
Yeah. The Gulper gets down on one knee.
So
My king.
the gulper gnashes at you with its teeth,
Okay.
which misses. And then you said 19 is the number to beat, right? 19 on your AC, yeah. That is going to be a 21.
Okay, that hits.
And its mouth expands and open wide, and that tongue comes out and lashes out at you. You need to make a strength check, please. Strength saving throw.
You're not within 10 feet of me.
No.
you-
I'm not
Okay.
10 feet
The only
of
thing within
anybody.
10 feet of you is the matriarch
That's a
and
12.
what's ever left of Steve.
I can't tell if I went to the wrong side or the right side.
So, which
12.
12. Okay. The
I'm-
tongue
I'm
lashes
feeling
out and
pretty
wraps
great
around
you're
you
on this side right now.
because you have failed to save. It now pulls you 5 feet closer to itself, which it really can't do.
Aside from the taser damage.
So, since you're within the 5 feet, the next round you will be swallowed.
Okay.
All right, we will move along. It's had its action. Anna, what are you doing right now?
I want to.
This time.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Damon and be like, that was amazing. Damon? Damon? All right. And then I want to jump off
This is
that
gonna be amazing.
onto the matriarch's back.
Please
Oh.
make this work. Give me a die roll and attack roll on this.
An attack roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Pull a
okay.
random firearm.
Great. Okay, that's a 26.
All right, Anna. Anna turns, pull out the oh sweet.
Yeah.
So you get the two-handed
Yeah.
club,
Uh-huh.
the hammer, and you leap through the air like,
Yep. Yeah.
and you sail forward. And basically, what attack were you doing? You're trying to land on an attack, or
trying
just
to- I wanna-
smash its face on the way
I wanna
down?
Land on the shoulders and bring down my maul
Yeah.
on the head. Yeah.
All right, a 26 is great, good enough to hit, but that is a incredible acrobatic act that you're going to try to do there.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you land on its face
Okay,
and
great.
smash its eyes.
Okay.
the eye stalk there. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, and I'm gonna put 2 levels of Schmite into this.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, thank you.
Right,
Never mind
okay,
on that.
okay,
We'll wait
okay,
and see
okay.
what happens.
You're about to
Yes.
blind this thing.
Is it fiend, undead, or frog?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not a fiend. It's not undead. It seems to be more frog.
Okay.
Sorry,
Check the
mapping.
box.
Okay. All right.
You need to just start carrying mini calculators.
Yes.
A full-size one would work too.
5, so that's 30 points of damage.
30 points of damage. Okay. So,
Major style points.
wow.
Nice job.
Go ahead and I'm gonna actually use your attack rolls.
You're probably
I-
not going to be able to balance her on top of that.
All right. So you smash the matriarch
Yeah.
in the face with the with your hammer there, and the eyeballs explode out of this thing's head as you land that attack on its face right there.
That's so cool, though.
It is now considered blinded.
Does it say wham above?
It screeches in pain, and is very, very unhappy as you
and now it's Matri
blast
Dark.
it. And are there any other actions that you have this round on?
Yeah.
One more attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are now on top of it. You are going to have the attack roll will be with disadvantage.
Okay, great,
Because
great.
But it's blind.
it is blind, but she's trying not to fall off of its very slippery skin as she's on top of its head.
Okay, so with disadvantage, it says 17 on the dice. So that's
17
like-
would strike.
Okay, great. And with the natural 20 was the other one, but that's fine.
Oh.
It was a natural 20.
Oh no,
And
that
then it
was
was
the
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Great. And then I'm gonna do another 2, another 2 smites. Yeah, well, the getting's good. Oh
Yeah.
no, she's not. Okay.
Math is mathing.
Math is mathing. Okay, so
favorite
that's
part of UP.
10, 20, 29. That's another, and plus 5, so it's 34 points of damage.
Oh my god. So you smash it in the head too. There's this crunching sound as you do it. And the frog is basically trying to balance itself out. Its tentacles are slapping all over the place. There's blood actually coming out of its mouth. It looks like it bit its tongue quite a bit. And it looks very, very dazed at this moment in time.
God, the big one's right here! My bonus action is going to cast.
You're the
first one guy. Yeah.
All right, armor up on that.
Yep.
Okay, so we
Later
move
in
to our
the
last.
round.
Let's go ahead and pull out another set of 5 leapers,
That was amazing.
and they're going to engage Sky and
Let's
Yip
do
Yip.
it just
I got us in the proper spot.
That was me.
Feeling lonely over here.
So out of the water, 5 more leapers pop out around Sky and Yip Yip,
You say that, you just cursed.
and they are going to hork 3 of them at Sky and 2 of them at Yip Yip.
Can they reach Yip Yip? Is the question on Sky's back?
Oh, absolutely, they can vomit their
Yeah.
poison at you.
Fair.
You can attack a rider on the horse.
That's illegal.
For
Oh,
Sky,
you're right. Hold on.
But they are small,
couldn't read the
and I am
rules.
small, and Sky is large.
so at Sky, I've got a 15 and a 17,
Both will hit.
and then a 22.
For Sky?
Yep.
All.
All right, I'm gonna need a Con DC 15, please,
3 times?
for 3 times.
Failure. 13 on the second, and failure on the third.
Okay. Wow, this is going to suck for Sky. Okay. Sky's gonna take 1 point of damage for 4 rounds of toxic poison.
Okay.
You're
Sky
gonna need like
is-
a,
I know.
Paralyzed.
I need like per round. Okay.
Sky is paralyzed currently,
Oh no.
and Sky is blind.
Okay.
oh, it just
So
got knocked
as
on.
You
the
can still
toxin
smell.
strikes Sky, Yip Yip, I have a
You smell like
7 and a 12 to hit.
Neither of them hit,
All
surprisingly.
right. So the toxins go wide up on you there. So Sky yelps for just a brief moment, and then you feel her freeze up.
Uh-oh.
And that is the Leaper's action this round. We move to the top of the round, which would bring us back to Damon. Technically, Damon, you are currently hiding right behind this thing. That's how you disappeared.
That's so perfect because the gulper's right there. Is its tongue out of its mouth?
Its tongue is out of its mouth and currently wrapped around
Yeah.
Echo.
I want to go and I want to cut it off.
All right. So
for not to be
you-
swallowed today.
since you are stealthing, over to it, I'm assuming?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, so go ahead and give me a stealth on that.
I need the block.
Oh no.
Oi.
I have a dirty 20 on that.
It's not red.
Okay.
That's
So
good.
Damon, as you come running up to it, you see one of its frog eyes lock onto you.
It's fine.
So you are not at you don't get the critical on that, no sneak attack, but you can certainly attempt to attack its tongue. If you want to attack its
Well,
tongue.
I
right-
still technically get sneak attack because someone's within 5 feet. So
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's how sneak attack works.
there's no advantage. I'm gonna attack it. 18.
18. Are you going after the tongue or just after the creature?
The tongue.
18 would certainly be enough because it just raises it. It was a 12, but that raised it up to a 16, and 18 would beat that. So you're directly attacking the tongue off.
Yeah.
And since you have an ally, you can sneak attack.
That was what happened.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. As you stab into the flesh and the tongue, it separates, leaving Echo still kind of bound up by it. And this nasty viscous fluid is just spraying out all over Echo.
It's the frog grease.
And the gulper makes a a strangling sound as the tongue, what's left of it, reels back into its mouth again. It's got nasty fluid coming out of its mouth there.
Consider
And its
yourself
eyeballs are
muted.
locked onto you at this point in time. Are there any other actions that you were taking?
With my. You know what? No, I will stay where I am.
All right, stay where you are. Okay,
Stay.
Damon, that moves us down to the matriarch, or the thing that was in the pit.
Uh-oh.
It is blind,
And kind of sad.
so it does not seem to know directly where Anna is. So it is going to attempt to vigorously shake her off by doing a roll. Do a barrel roll. That is a natural 20.
Oh no!
And that would certainly beat your AC.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow you to try to avoid being crushed by this giant
Great. That sounds
two-ton
awesome.
creature.
That
would be, you can either use acrobatics on your page
I think I'll
here,
go with
or
athletics. Just like.
unfortunately athletics is not going to work
It's
on this
not
as a
gonna
way.
work?
You need to get out of the way of this thing
Great.
crushing
Yeah.
and rolling
No,
on you.
for sure. Okay, so this is a dex check.
Dexterity.
A dexterity
yes.
save. Okay. Okay, so with my aura, that's 5.
A 5. Fantastic. This creature
Yeah.
leaps up, and for a moment as it comes off the ground there, and then it basically body slams itself back down on top of you. And that is going to,
For a brief period of time.
I am kind of.
From here, can I see Anna? Just,
yeah, she appears to be kind of riding it up, like, kind of woo, as her makes her giant two-handers up in the air, and then as it kind of flips over, that expression of comes to this realization of what is about to
I feel
happen.
like sparks in the
And it
corner of my vision.
slams down. You take 30 points of damage for the impact. You are
nice.
ejected from it. We're going to move for 5 feet that way,
Solid.
You have to make a
I do.
and it rolls back up on top of its feet, facing the opposite direction of you.
Ooh, 30.
And that is its actions this round.
hefty.
Okay, great. And I need
Yep,
to
yep.
make a con check
Hi.
for
DC 15.
Oh, God, Jesus. How do I. So.
Great. The double breach.
So I am on top of Sky.
Yes, you're on top of Sky, who is currently frozen, blind, and taking poison damage.
I see.
We've all had
I'm trying to see. It's very hard to see with the lighting, but we're.
So you have
Here, if you
5
put it this
frogs
way.
circled around you. There's nowhere to really go unless you jump off into the water.
Frogs everywhere.
Behind you is directly the turn piece with the gears.
see perfectly where you're at. Right
Oh
there.
yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps a lot. Anyways. Oh boy, where's the spell at? I need to sort these a lot better.
Magic is a complicated business.
It is a complicated business. Anyways,
Right, relatives.
I am going to cast this one. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, me neither.
The Scorchers.
You-
And
Sounds like a pizza place.
All right. So,
again,
that's a fine. That's right. You're going to put some scorching shots on it.
Yeah.
Light them up.
it is
target
a 30
individuals?
feet long, 5 feet wide beam.
I think that's you.
All right. So basically, you'll be able to target one
Yeah.
of these creatures.
Huh?
If it's 5 feet wide, 30 feet long, that means one creature can be
Even
hit
at an
with this.
angle?
Yeah, what about that one in the back?
Going from right there, 5 feet wide, I don't think you're hitting more than one.
Dang. Then, I'm just gonna cast Fireball again. I'm not gonna cast it on top of me.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast it back a bit. So it hits the 3 that are.
In the back.
So you're going to shoot it, take it here somewhere?
Yeah.
Over on top of this thing?
So it hopefully does not
Because
hit Sky.
If you're looking at 25 feet, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It
So this
is
going to
20
shield-
feet.
20 feet? So again, 5, 10, 15, 20.
I can just cast it straight back. Like
Straight up in the
straight
air,
up.
have it explode in the air?
No, like that way.
So
Okay,
wait, the
that
way
way
you
would
were.
work.
Yeah.
All right.
And I would hit those 3.
That is, it's a spheroid. I wish we had the template for that, but we don't have the template for that.
We have spell effects.
I'm not going to waste the time on that. We're going to go say you get all 3.
Okay. That is a DC 16 Christmas.
So none of them roll
Dex-
high enough to make the
Dex
DC
save, sorry.
16 on that.
Oh boy. I
Can
need
charm your
So-
way with fireball.
2,
Roll
3,
fast.
4,
Try.
5, 6, 7,
Heck yeah.
8. 1, 2, 3.
Did you do more
That's
than 10?
that's it. That's a lot more than
Yep.
10. That is
Okay,
a lot
please
more
remove
than
them from the
10.
board there.
They're just eviscerated.
Maybe you just have
So
the
you have
fireball
crispy
dice
fried
locked
3
up
of them.
there.
Pew pew pew.
You know what? Yeah, I probably should.
As the fireball hits again, that wave rips forward and cooks them from behind as their nasty, crispy bodies kind of
To
slam off the
perfection.
Sky's leg. So yes, crispy to perfection on that. All right.
And I
Tasty frozen.
can I give
They're flat.
Sky the cure-all with my bonus action?
I do believe you should be able to. It's an object interaction, correct? Bonus action would take care of that.
It is the same as taking a potion, so however you want to roll that.
I would say as a bonus action, you could certainly do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that with my bonus action and give that
All
to
right.
Sky.
You basically
Coffee
pour the
included.
stuff all over Sky. I'm assuming at this point because Sky's.
Just tilt her head back.
Yeah, but do you have any peanut butter with you?
All right. And it's able to neutralize how many toxins? A single?
It's
or
like one condition, one poison, one. One of like all of the things.
so Sky has 2 conditions and 1 toxin. That's poisoning. So it will eliminate the toxin, eliminate the paralysis, but keep the blindness. So Sky is now not paralyzed and not taking poison damage, but
I wanna
is-
make a point though. It was not animal tested, so I don't know exactly.
Don't know how that interaction is going to work.
Sorry.
All
I
right.
refuse to test on
Chicken
animals.
fly.
So we're
Does it
going to
have
move
chocolate in
over
it?
to
Oh no.
the gulper that just
Oh,
got
no, The
electrified.
guy's already had chocolate before.
Right there
She
over
would
to
die
where
or
Peach
it's
and Vaughn are. The gulper has recovered from the shock, and it's just basically going to just try to go for the straight swallow attack.
Before you say what it is, who is it attacking?
It's going to attack Peach. It's directly in front of it.
I'm gonna use my reaction, so don't tell me what you roll. I have to try to subtract it before.
Okay.
Whatever you roll, -4.
Whatever I roll, -4.
And it's red.
So,
Negative.
wow. Yeah, it started off as a 1, so that's -3 with the red on the die there, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, as it lunges forward, the lightning attack is disoriented, and it basically smashes its face right into the ground. And as it pulls its face back, all you see is these teeth laying there on the dirt. Not the dirt, but the stonework there. And it's like looking a little bit dazed right now. And that would be the gulper's action. Vaughn, what are you doing?
Skeech, I think you can handle this one, and I go over to the.
He just still like, yeah, probably. Where is it?
I use my free action to point Skeech in its general direction.
All right. So 1 object interaction there.
Now you done it.
Scream. I'm gonna start working on the apparatus before me to see what do I see on mine.
You see a dial,
Okay.
the big wheel-looking thing. It says O and then a C with little arrows pointing opposite directions.
Okay.
You have 2 levers. One lever is up, one lever is down.
Do I make any sense of this? What do I need to know about
Yours
this
says
thing?
3 and 4 above the levers.
I recognize the numbers. That's great. I scream out, "What do the numbers say on yours?" And then I call out which one is up and which one is down on mine. Are we closing this or opening this?
Would I know?
This is you've never even been in here, and this is something you've never operated or seen before.
Thank you.
I
Asking
tried
about
closing
Our
it.
turn.
Just screaming it out to let people know that there's question and there's work to be
Well,
done.
we
here.
need to drain it, so wouldn't we need to open it?
Just role playing
Oh.
it.
I took it as we needed to.
All following a bad plan is
I don't
better
know.
than everybody doing their own thing. So
It's true.
we'll be
Yeah.
closing it.
We'll deal with this after we kill
You gotta
every
commit.
lever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Committing.
Commit to
So,
one
Vaughn,
and
you
then try a different one if it
spin
doesn't
it?
work.
Yeah,
All right.
let's spin it.
Go ahead and give me a strength check on that.
Let's.
Spin to win.
Athletics.
Athletics.
That'll be a 3.
That'd be a 3. All right. Vaughn's like,
Fine, sure.
Okay.
You're trying
And,
to match the lever.
there's
Starting to go whichever direction I need.
not a whole lot happening with this. I
All
mean,
bunch
he's
of
pulling really
strong
hard on
boys.
one side. It's kind of like watching that little small guy in an arm wrestling going against that giant monster. It's not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm very much like sideways as I'm trying to pull the right way.
Your boots are kind of squishing on the wet surface there. Just not getting any traction on that. It's got to be the fact that it was just too wet for you.
We all fight our battles.
Any other actions that you've got?
No, burn that up like that and screaming.
All right.
But which direction is it going right now?
He was going to close, I believe, is the action that you were taking on that,
Screaming it.
correct?
Okay.
Because that's what you had screamed as you were going to close, and I thought his thing was a bad plan is better than no plan at all,
I'm
right?
wearing clothes.
We'll find out.
We don't know.
It's the plan we have.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regret.
I mean, realistically, we'll start seeing something go wrong if we're doing it wrong.
I'm seeing frogs attack me right now.
Today the gang
All right.
the sign.
So that finishes our action right there. So we're going to pull out another gulper over by Mary and Reverend.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Everybody needs friends.
This one's for you. Again.
All right.
Ooh, this one's green.
It's going to pop up. There we go.
Oh,
It is going to
So
do
many
a
colors.
vomitous spray on the two of them.
Friend.
Wow.
Friendship.
Yay! My favorite.
And that would be an 11 and a 7, which I don't believe would strike either of you.
Nope.
So as it lands, very excited to finally get an opportunity to do something. Unfortunately, it just a little bit too excited and he starts going, harps it off just above you all. It kind of sprays out and rains down to the water behind you right there. It looks kind of sad and disappointed that it's not done this very well. So it's going to smack you with its tail and attempt to knock you off of the platform, Mary. That is a natural 20.
That's a
And
natural 20.
Luck potion.
25.
Luck potion. Roll again.
What?
Hey.
Pull out my luck potion.
Are
and
you
I-
bloody serious?
Yeah, well.
Hey,
sorry.
roll the die for me again, please. All right, so
No red.
And I take the advantage, and I draw the magical energy from it, and I give it to Mary.
Ooh.
So you have advantage on your next action.
So
Okay.
what ends up happening is this tail swooshes towards you. In your mind's eye, you see the tail striking you with that horrible attack and you getting knocked into the water. But in reality, the tail somehow just swooshes past you and you feel invigorated from it.
I'm gonna do one of these.
Ching ching.
I like
And
it.
The one
frog
bad
seems very
protects.
confused about what has just occurred there. All right, that was its action. That moves us down to Skeech at this point.
I'm gonna get up, and as I do, I'm gonna get a fistful of like the slimy grime off the ground and scoop up the teeth. And just slap one of my bombs to it. Be like, I think you lost these.
Right into its open mouth. Nice. All right. What was the number to meet or beat on that?
Oh
Oh no.
It doesn't impact directly, but it does have an AoE.
All right. So AOE, please.
I need it to make a dexterity save.
So if it didn't make the dexterity save, what would happen?
Half damage.
Half damage.
Which would be.
And we're going to take a break and get right back and see what Skeech did to this thing here in just a few minutes.
Damage.
And see what happened. We'll see you all here very shortly. him in there. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, so Skeech has just scooped up the teeth from one of the gulpers and some muck off the floor and packed one of his explosives and has hucked it at the leaper. Unfortunately, not the gulper. Unfortunately, it has kind of passed it by, but then it detonates and there's an area effect. How much damage did it do there, Skeech?
So it's going to do a total of 15 fire, cut that in half, round it down to 7. Do I get any shrapnel damage from the teeth?
Wait, it's fire damage?
It is fire damage, yeah.
Oh, so, yeah.
It's 2.
That doubles, that it's susceptible to fire damage on that, like that.
Oh.
14, I lost 1 day.
So, all right. As it goes off, that wave of fire strikes it and finishes the gulper off there, which would actually push the gulper into the water with the explosion. So let's go ahead and remove that gulper from the map there.
Wrong one.
Nope, not yet, not
can do
that one.
both.
I mean, you can
I'll go ahead and pull it. Fine. I got it. No problem.
Oh.
Here we go. All right, and into the water that its body splashes. That removes that gulper from the field. And Skeech, are there any other actions that you're going to take?
Yes. So what I would like to do is I'd like to pull out another object out of my bag, which was a gift from the Reverend. I'm gonna go with my slide whistle.
That happens. Okay, so anything
I hear a slide
turn.
whistle off in the distance.
It's like a rallying cry. I did it. Almost. Still
right,
working
yeah.
on the wheel.
Oh no.
So the matriarch has her special action this round, and she is going to go crazy with her tentacles and strike everything in the vicinity around her.
Wait, she doesn't. Does she have? You know.
Again, lots of gigantor tentacles around her.
Gigantor.
That is going to be a 21.
Okay, yeah, that
and
hits.
I think that beats you even with.
Yes, it
Yes,
does.
it does.
Yep,
All right.
Yep.
So,
Patooey.
ooh, max damage on that. Okay, so you are going to take 24 points of damage from
Great.
tentacle actions that go off.
What is?
And
Are you even still alive? right
basically
now?
just batters you around. Yeah, she's definitely still alive. She's trucking on there with 30, that's 50. So yeah, you've got 22 left.
Yeah.
Looking
I don't know
great.
about you.
So your armor's kind of beat up at this point. You're still hanging onto your hammer, looking kind of ugh. And that is its action, as it was unable to detect anything around it. We move over to Mary at this point.
YOLO.
But all right, the gulper is directly behind you. You feel its heavy breathing. It has just harped out that nasty spray of whatever it was, and
gross.
it's landed behind you on the surface there.
Okay, I am going to shield bash it.
Okay.
Cherish.
Oh no.
Did you beat a 12?
That would be an 11.
11. As you spin around very quickly, you just miscalculate where the creature is, and the shield whips right by it. Any other actions that you have this round?
Did you roll with advantage from the luck?
I did not.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Good thing that somebody remembered that, because I didn't.
Oh. That's a 13.
13 would strike.
Yeah.
12 was the number to meet or beat.
Okay, right. Okay.
14 for the matriarch.
Ah! Missing everything.
Plus your
7 damage.
7 physical damage on that.
Bludgeoning.
All right. So the gulper has 7 hit points deducted from it. And any stun effects, anything else like that you've got with it? Just a straight up brong.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, as you
That's all, folks.
spin around, you hit it with a nice flat surface of the shield.
Not want to be.
Bam! And mostly add insult to injury on that particular point, as it's just harped and missed, feeling kind of bad about life. And any other actions you're taking this round?
And I only get 1 action, so I think I'm done.
All right, since I don't have... Oh, I do have my other gulper on the field there. All right, the gulper that is directly over by Echo and Damon, who's just had its tongue cut off. Echo is still tied up with the tongue. It is going to attempt to just do a bite swallow motion on it. And that is going to be a 17.
On me?
Yes.
That will miss. I
Okay.
wriggle away.
All right, you just slip out of the way, as it and
You
comes
think
back
this
a
is the
little bit
first time?
sad about that. It's going to pivot with its tail and attempt to splash you into the water. Actually, nope, it's going to try to knock you into Damon. And that's going to be an 11. I don't believe that strikes you either.
No.
So,
The wriggle is
looks
strong.
quite upset as you wriggle out of the way of both of those actions, and that is the end of
Doing the
its
worm.
actions this round. And we move over to Reverend Goodberries.
All right, I see. As soon as I see this thing jump out of the water behind us, I go. Turn around. I'm almost shoved the, but I don't actually. But I like put the storm rod right at its face, and I fire the storm rod. But the thing is, that one is in a straight line that also leads to the matriarch.
Oh, how undelightful.
Andrew would be a shame.
And I've pre-rolled by damage, so if they fail their save, they would take 29 lightning damage.
What's my DC on the save on that?
Oh, sorry. It's 15.
So, the Gulper takes double damage from it, which brings that to 30, I believe?
No, it's 29.
29. Oh. So it explodes, showering in a just this big raw. It's literally, ever seen that old TV show? You can't do that on television when you douse the slime on the people. Yeah, that's basically what you got going on there.
My.
Its
It-
eyes just go, whoa.
As the lightning bolt continues forward, it kind of zigzags and ricochets off of various bits of metal, and as it hits the matriarch, it does triple damage. And that would be 87 points of damage if my math serves me appropriately on that, right?
Seems right.
So, yep. And blast this nasty,
Get charged back.
wicked zigzag Harry Potter looking scar on the side of this matriarch. She screeches in agony and just really favors that side, like. And that was. It is not dead currently.
Oh my.
Do we feel a static charge in the air?
Everyone's hair is a little bit.
What hair?
Most
Reverend,
people's
we're
hair.
Guys, bring the power of the one God. And I turn to Mary. We gotta get this.
No,
thing
you
close.
don't. But what you do see is this amazing light show of the lightning leaping off of the wand and staticking and just arcs of it, literally hitting everything that's metal, just skittering across
I
there.
dropped
Again,
the slide whistle.
when it light, first thing that happens is, again, when it strikes that gulper in front of him, it's just this huge zap, boom, just explosion of flesh and tissue. But when it strikes the matriarch, it is a massive flash of light as it's hitting this thing and kind of grounding out. And any other actions that you have this round, Reverend?
I've done enough.
Yeah, I think you have. You've done a lot.
All right, we move to the leapers.
Amazing.
And
Free item interaction. I pop open one of my potion bottles and I take a big swig.
What
You are
is that,
seen,
Reverend?
acknowledged,
that is liquid courage.
appreciated.
Okay, we're going to
Skull.
move the 5 of the leapers
Don't
over
ask.
to Echo and Damodar. They're just going to basically sit down as possible.
Minor oversight.
As many of them that can get into hand-to-hand
There's no
combat
you,
range is
though.
what they're looking to do.
But I will.
All right, so we have 2.
Yeah.
We have 4 that.
Keeping on.
All right, so they are going to launch their attacks. They're going to attempt to stab Echo. Yes, you said
One of the
I don't
ones
like,
that
um,
hits Damon, am I in range of any of those? Okay.
yes.
I'm gonna hit them back.
So they haven't hit yet.
They don't need to hit. They just need to swing.
Okay, well, go ahead and get ready for
That was
this,
their
then.
first mistake.
Damon, your AC is
Like,
at 16,
nuh-uh.
right?
That's D&D.
Damon, your AC is at 16?
Mine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, miss, and 1 hit. And your attack,
So it was a 26.
that would hit.
It'll be a 9 slashing. Oh, 10 slashing.
10 slashing. So, the yellow stripe one just gets hewn in half, and he's done. You basically, in one swipe, you just literally bisect this thing.
I don't hit Damon.
And it falls over into nice little, almost like a biology class lesson there. And Damon,
frog.
you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Label.
A little hole poked in you there.
Me.
And yes. And Echo, you are a 19 on the AC, right? And you will get hit for 5 points of damage, once again piercing.
Okay.
And that is the actions that they have this round for those leapers there. It is now Echo and Sky's turn.
Okay, so I take 2 damage from the previous poison.
Yes, your poisons are still stacked on you at this point.
All right. And the Gulper is still next to us?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use that Blossom of Vines I had on it. So if I hit it, let's see what happens.
At this point, the tongue is relaxed and fallen off of you. You're not bound up with it.
Otherwise, I was just like doing spins on the floor to cut out its ankles. Where am I in relation to Damon? I don't get advantage or anything, do I? Okay, so that'll be a 16 to hit.
16 would strike the Gulper.
Okay, and that will be 14 slashing, and it will be it has to make a strength save.
What's the DC on that?
That'll be a 14, and it has advantage on it because I think it's large.
Yes, it is. So that is a 15. Yep, 15.
Okay, so it's not restrained, but kind of vines crack out of the ground and try and grab around its legs, but it's too strong.
Unfortunately, the nasty, slick surface of its skin prevents that from happening on it.
Okay.
However, it does collapse in front of you in a heap from your slashing wound on it.
Perfect.
Opens up its neck and down it drops.
I will hit another frog in range of me with a natural 20. Yeah.
That might break its armor class.
Okay. So I think I'm going to do over 10 damage with the 6 on the die.
All right, and time you hit it, and basically, instead of bisecting it this way, you bisect it that way.
Just ribbons.
Another froglet down there.
Fruit ninja.
And I'll look at Damon, and
Put it through a man.
you see his eyes kind of dart over to the device, and he's just gonna start running. He has 45 movement. He's gonna run over to that pile. Sorry.
All right. Unfortunately, they are not that talented.
And bonus action, if he's in range of Sky, he's going to tell her to threatening growl and just try and protect Yip Yip by taunting or by aggroing everybody else.
What's range?
Everyone within 5 feet. So they all
No,
have
the
to attack
communication with the Sky, he's in range. It's up to 1 mile.
her. Yeah. So that should stop them from targeting Yip Yip.
All right. So Sky, let's out. What's the save on that, please?
It just says immediately drawing the attention of foes within 5 feet, hostile creatures will attack the wolf instead.
All right. Never mind. It is just a straight up effect, and they are focused on the wolf, which they pretty much were anyway at this point. So Sky lets out this very menacing growl. Yip Yip, you're very proud of her, except she is facing the wrong direction. She's like, it is quite intimidating though. And then we move over to the leapers that are over by the device over here. They're going to move over as best they can to surround Damon.
Oh boy.
You got this. You got this.
I have tricks up my sleeve.
But you don't have sleeves on the one side.
Okay, well, I have a sleeve. I have a sleeve.
Double trick.
there.
Double
It's
trick.
single trick up one sleeve.
I am a clown.
Is a pant leg a fur?
Balloon
my
animals.
So,
It's all snakes.
well, we'll have to debate that at a later date. So, I've got 2 that were able to get into physical range. Okay. So 2 of them, the 2 already attacked the previous round. So they're going to engage the 2 that are in hand to hand to stab you. Please roll that horrible little die for me again.
Stab each other.
Stab each other. Stab each other.
Red die is not.
Pew pew pew.
Alrighty then. So in the excitement and so he manages to do 5 points of damage to his friend.
Good.
With his spear. He kind of like slips past Damon at least right through your armpit there, and then stabs the frog behind him. You're like, "Whack!" And the other one misses you as well. The other 3 that are not in hand-to-hand range are going to attempt to hit you with toxins, so they're going to vomit toxin at you. And that's a 16 on one, which Damon, you are 16, so one of them's going to hit you, and the other one will hit you. So you've been hit twice.
Okay.
And they are both toxins. So you're going to take one. You're going to take 1 point of damage for 4 rounds, and 4 points of damage for 2 rounds. So the toxin begins ticking onto you. You take the first set, which is 5 this round. And so, you know,
Math,
4,
real big
yeah, math
is
is
fine.
good times on that. And that is the actions for the leapers there. And we now move over to Anna. What are you doing this round?
Hammer time.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I'm gonna hit. How's the brood? How's she looking? How's she
You're
looking?
looking really bad.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna hit her.
That is a lot of dice.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a
Dropping
that's a
smites
20.
again?
Yeah. Yes. That's another. It's like a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. All right, that
Great,
would
21
definitely
hit.
strike. 14 was the armor class to beat on that.
Great. Great. Okay. So that's 10 plus
Carry the
16. Oh, I know. All right. Okay. 16, 26. 34, 39 points of damage.
39
for that
points of
one.
damage. Describe your finishing.
Yeah, just wanna, like, I'm standing near her back. I guess just like sink them all into like one of her, like the joint where her back leg meets.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then just trying to like.
All right, so
Yeah.
as you swing them all up, aiming for that where that back leg is,
Yeah.
you don't hit the back leg, but what you do find is that nice connecting bone where the spine reaches
That's
the
the
hip
one.
section,
Yeah.
and it literally breaks
grunt.
and shatters that, which literally just blaze her directly out in front of you. And with her last dying breath, her large tongue rolls out, and she goes silent in front of you.
Does the keystone interact at all in my pocket when she dies?
We'll get to that in a moment. All right,
Or
so
the
that is. Are there any other actions that you're taking this round on?
Great. How close? How close is Damon to me right now?
Whew.
Over 30 feet.
All right. Okay. I guess I'll start running that direction.
'Cause she would have to come around that big item there.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so about 30 feet would get her to what? Right over there where that box is?
Sweet.
Let's go
Yeah.
ahead
So
and
I'll just,
reposition her there.
yeah. Take my full movement.
You
to
are
get to that
beating
point.
feet.
Yep.
Over to that.
Uh-huh.
And that finishes us up on this round, moving us to the top of the round, brings us back to Damon, and the trick up Damon's sleeve.
Yeah.
Singular
It's
trick.
another night.
It's
Get away
called
from them.
my bonus action, Fleetfoot, disengage, and then I'm gonna dash over to the thing.
Hey.
I'm gonna follow Echo.
Oh, shoot. All right. I
Tricks
believe
up my
that
sleeve.
no
Fuck,
attack of
Sam.
opportunity is incurred
Doesn't
with that
matter.
takes
action,
it from everyone.
and you would be able to, I believe, with
Doing
your full movement directly to it, correct?
Yeah.
Right there? All right. And out of harm's way, you have Chuck. Any other actions or anything you're doing this round?
Nope.
All right. That is going to move us down to Yip Yip.
Hi. Counting. 1. How many tiles is it to the leapers up top if I were to move up a bit so I could see them? Yeah.
Those.
Say I would move up a bit since those leapers are focused on Sky now. Okay, cool. Fireball.
Go ahead and get our Ring of Doom out. Yes, we finally found our wonderful, amazing set. As you notice, we have the Spiritual Garden over here as
Yeah.
well. And yes, you too can own these for your table as well. You stop by the Guardtower. So, all right. Fireball it is. And it is a dex save for those critters. I am going to just make it easy and just roll 2 rolls, divide the party in half. Half will save, the other half will not. It's fire damage, so it's double damage, so it's probably not going to matter.
20.
It's 20.
Yeah.
So they save, it's 10, it's back to 20. They only have 10 hit points. And basically, the explosion blows frogs every which way but loose. From there, pieces of parts raining down.
And that was the last.
And that is the
fireball.
last that you see of those particular frogs over in that
It's a
direction.
good day to be a frog.
I just used
It ain't
all
easy
3
being
of
green.
my fireball spells.
That's tough, little guy. Because I'm green too.
All right. Any other actions that you have? Yep, that was your movement. Cast a spell.
Can I just shout over to them like, can I get some help over here, please?
Well,
No, I'm shouting over to like those two. I don't think Sky can
Echo
see
voice.
right now.
Active.
I don't think Sky
All
can
right.
see right now.
So you desperately screech for some help there on that.
You think there's guy's eyes.
So
Guys,
it's going to move to you in the next for the next chain of events. There, what are you doing, Vaughn?
I continue to try moving this wheel, and while I'm moving it, Skeech, everything could be a teaching moment. Look, like our lessons. This was, you know the numbers. That's fine. The C represents closed.
What's a C?
Look, I'm pointing as I'm like slipping on the ground, pulling this. This one is C.
Give a half circle.
Now help me pull it.
All right.
I'm gonna hold my action until Skeech and I can do it together.
Okay, so we will worry about that here in just a moment. We have the 2 leapers that are remaining, and they size up the situation and jump into the water.
Wise decision.
Okay. At this
Can they
point,
do that with the threatening ground?
combat is resolved.
I don't know.
Or does
But
Sky get to
can
eat
she opportunity attack?
Sky is currently blind.
She can smell them.
She can smell them.
them? And here?
It smells like danger.
Disadvantage.
I'll let you roll with disadvantage on that. Sure. She'll be able to attack both.
Natural 1 and natural 20. So.
Go ahead and roll the die
Split.
for me.
Uh,
Can you hand him the nice little white die?
I'm very glad that I'm so far away that she can't accidentally hit me.
nothing.
Nothing.
Runs
Okay, Sky does
forward
not
and
fall
bites
off into the water. You want to roll for the second one?
Oh, I can only make 1 attack.
Gives you
Oh, she only
the
gets one, but they have 2 taps of opportunity, I believe. That.
She only has 1 reaction.
Okay, 1 reaction. That's right. My bad.
Unless you
Sorry.
want to give her 2.
No, I don't. I apologize on that.
Let's make up.
Yes, we will we'll drive on past that. So yes, combat resolves.
Okay.
With neither one of them being bitten.
Not for me.
Yeah, okay.
And while you can still hear the grark sounds and stuff like that, none of them are looking to engage you. As a matter of fact, you hear them kind of getting further and further away at this point.
They're fleeing.
What you do hear more than anything else is the sound of the water coming out of the pipes and stuff into this room, the big waterfall sounds. It's now very almost like eerie, it's not really a silence, but almost a strange sound the way it's been replaced with no more frog croaking sounds.
Well, Yip Yip's gonna go back onto Sky so she can actually see onto the thing. Of course now.
Takes about a minute and Sky's vision is restored.
During that minute, I'm staring at Vaughn struggling.
Do we turn it to open or close?
I hear something.
I think we're trying to close it.
Skeech,
And I'm gonna look down at the previous frog piles. I'm gonna get some of that frog grease I keep talking about.
Mm.
And as I go over to help Vaughn, I'm gonna rub it on the gears and assist him.
all right. Go ahead and give me it with advantage. And Skeech, do me a favor and give me an intelligence roll. I'll let you do investigation bonus on that if you want.
Okay. In total, that is going to be a 7.
That's 7. All right.
But I do need the die.
Oh, yeah.
I was multitasking and he threw letters at me. That's his fault.
Everything's a teaching moment.
This is what the 5th natural one.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. It's
And we had a lot of natural 20s this round
All right.
too.
Natural 20.
As
True.
Okay, what was your
16.
16. All right. The two of you working together are able to
Still like
break it free.
little electricity damage.
Yes.
Like I got this.
And Skeech,
Oh no.
as he does it, you hear kind of a strange kind of grinding sound as he does it. You're like, that doesn't seem quite right, but you're not quite sure what
That's
it is.
probably fine.
What?
We need more frog grease.
You've done this before, and grease is the answer.
Have you ever found it to be not helpful?
I have very limited experience with grease, but yet, so no.
It's
Maybe.
always a teachable moment.
I believe you.
More grease.
More grease on
Grease is the
it.
word.
I really wish. What would it be for me to try to figure out if we actually need to do it open or close rather than just guessing here?
I'll
What do I
let you
need
make
to
a
roll?
straight intelligence roll on that.
Can I pray and ask the one god?
Insight on that.
I pray to the one plumber.
Open the gate.
Yeah, we just
That is a 19.
19. All right, I'll let you go ahead and do that. As you sit down, spend about 10 minutes praying for that. Go ahead and drop me just drop me a 20 on that.
As are her eyes closed while she's praying?
Yes.
As her eyes are closed praying, I turn around and I look at the thing and I just start turning. Seeing if I can turn it while she's preoccupied.
Strength.
You're gonna need some grease.
use
Are
the
you
frog
saying
grease.
grease is the word?
Grease, yes.
Yeah. Do you hear something?
No.
Use the bow tie.
It's echoey in here.
Oh, so I use the bow tie and I give it a little, and the little oil squirts out onto the. But it's like a pint of oil, so it's like a lot of oil on it.
It's enough.
So Reverend's bad for the environment on that.
Open or close. Echo,
We're
what
bad
are we
for the
doing?
environment.
There's no
Close.
geese
All
around
right.
here.
So you had a 19?
Yep.
All right, as you are looking at the kind of chaos that's going on at, actually, no, wait, you're just examining your piece there. You would assume, given the fact that it's currently in the open position, you would probably want to do it in the closed.
Okay. Closed it is then.
Oh, me and Damon are combining forces. Combined
That's
strength.
a 5.
Did you use frog grease? Who's Reese?
Frog grease.
So the two of you, wait, the total rolls of 16, or you added your rolls together to hit that 16?
no,
I was helping.
I rolled with advantage. I got a 5 and a 6, so it's a 5.
Oh, so basically the two of you are, one of you is turning one way, one of you is turning the other direction. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere if you guys are helping each other out
I want to
there.
have just wandered over and just be like, yeah, no, you guys have got this. I think you, yeah.
Anna, turn the wheel, please.
Turn it.
The Force Ghost of Sir Gindred's gonna show up to us later and be like, "You all need to do some push-ups."
Can Sky try and
Epic
use her
adventure.
mouth to pull it?
I was first gonna.
I would recommend against Sky breaking your teeth trying to turn.
I was gonna say, I cast grease.
Wheel.
Onto the wheel.
You cast what?
Grease.
Oh, poor Sky.
Only frog grease, sadly.
You use the grease spell on.
Or on the gears or whatever to make it so it moves easier.
All right, you cast your spell. It now appears to be coated in grease currently.
Now she will lick it.
We might not turn this thing off, but we will leave this place very greasy.
I saw it in a vision.
And then
The one god told me one.
Guy,
And then I go
flick
to-
your tongue out on the
Saw
grease
the
and seems
dream.
very, very put out by this by having to lick the grease.
Oh, it's not natural.
What do I-
It's not like butter.
no, it's like flammable grease.
Ours is. The frog grease is very natural.
So do I get an answer?
It's organic.
So, as this chaos is going on around you, you pray. What did you make? What was your roll? A straight die roll, please.
Okay. 18.
You were not answered.
Do you guys want to? Do you want to?
Just turn the wheel.
Am I rolling athletics while she's praying?
Yeah.
Well, I know
Yes, you
nothing.
roll athletics, please. And if you can roll athletics as well.
Would it be
Great. Oh.
with advantage or with disadvantage?
It's going to be just a straight roll for you.
Okay, yeah.
Everything.
That's actually not that bad. That's a 15.
A 15. It starts to budge, but it just a little shy of making it move. Your entire body is hanging off of this thing. As you're...
Anna and Mary
I hope
walk
you know
around and
she's,
get
like,
everybody's
dangling
wheel.
off
We
this
get to
thing
the
and like,
end.
yeah.
All right, Reverend, what happened?
Let's hear the story.
I rolled a 13, and adding my athletics bonus, that will be a 13.
13. All right. So basically, what ends up happening for the next 10 minutes or so of action is Mary and Anna proceed to go over and help all the other people with their
Respawn.
You seem to be the expert here. So
There's a big dead one over there. I'm gonna go get some.
You hear a grinding sound as this happens, but nothing appears to happen with the area here.
Okay, open. Open sesame.
Wait.
we said ours to closed.
Right, I know, but it's not doing
Well,
anything.
we still have we turned the dials, but we still have the
At
levers.
this time, Skeet, you
Oh,
do remember the damaged equipment that you saw upstairs. That may have something to do with the pump station, and there does appear to be additional damage down here as well.
What do you
I'm
see?
gonna go back to getting grease while everybody's flailing around for a little bit.
Is it even working?
No.
Something's wrong.
Yep.
Do we need replacement parts or something?
Do we need to fix it?
There's no way we can do that fast enough.
Yeah.
I mean, do we know someone who can fix it?
I mean,
No.
Steve?
I did. Yeah.
You're our Mr. Fix-It.
Yeah, but like,
Give us a quote or something?
Yeah. Some sort of estimate so we know what to
I'm looking
plan
at a lot
for.
of labor here.
You're not going to charge us for the site visit, though, right?
No, I just
Okay,
gotta pay
great.
my guys.
That sounds about right, actually.
I mean, and I'm gonna look around at all the other essential material that I probably could fashion into something, but then we'd have to replace that. I mean, unless you guys brought a bunch of junk with you.
Don't you have tons of junk?
I had a ton
Oh.
of junk.
It's too soon, Mary.
Maybe there's a. Well, we didn't pull all these levers yet, did we? And
Oh yeah.
No,
the
Rev,
numbers?
like, look. I'm just gonna point at like a gaping hole in the machinery. No
Basically,
lever's gonna fix
Steve,
that.
you know that more than anything else is that you lack a lot of the tools and such, like larger equipment you would need to manufacture parts for this. You would need some finer equipment to do what you've got.
Who would have that type of equipment then?
There's that Smith guy.
Yeah, they did build like a very intricate, like little windmill smelting thing. So they might be.
Said that with such contempt.
I mean,
I-
it was really quite neat.
I start rooting around in the bag of holding.
So do we have to go back to the
For any,
town
like,
and get some
cogs
people and bring them
or
into the
gears
city and
or
then
things?
fix everything?
You find no cogs or gears, just more glitter comes out.
Is that, if that's, do we have any other better ideas?
Well, I have one thing we should try before we leave, and I will take out the keystone and approach the body of the matriarch.
But
Nothing has charged on the keystone from the
No.
matriarch.
Useless.
Harvesting frog grease.
Kick her body, and it hurts my leg.
Actually, it doesn't hurt your leg. It's really just pretty squishy.
Oh.
So
That's worse.
we have to go back to the town and find this Smith person and then bring them back here to fix it?
Do you think we could send like a messenger from the kobolds to the tower, or the tower to the town? Like, just
Well, I would have to run back all the way to the kobold, and they would have to run all the way to the tower, and then the tower people would have to run all the way to the city. So
Well, they could still. I mean, that's still gonna be faster than us hoofing it all the way back to town.
true.
Rev,
I feel like
can't you
what we
whisper to people
did,
far away?
we did what
Not
we
that
came
far
to
away.
do, right? Like we killed the leapers. We have everything well, they're set
Well,
up.
we needed the sewer
For access points.
transportation. Otherwise, we're stuck and we can't save the people we need to save.
Well, Yip Yip, I mean, seeing your city, quite a lot of mechanical contraptions, the elevators and everything like that. Do you think anybody in the Kobold Society, if they, now that we've cleared it out of Leapers, would they be able to, I don't know, like we said, send some subcontractors down here and
Would they be able to?
You guys can basically repurpose things. You can make simple elevators and things along those lines. This is technical know-how. This is
This
something that would
is-
require probably a forge and some serious smithing to do.
We know how to.
And you would probably need
purpose.
to take schematics or something and make a drawing, whatever it is needs to be fixed, and get it over to whomever you're looking to help, or
that won't be a problem.
letting Skeech go over to where that would be.
I mean, like I could. We could
Skeech might even be able to
repurpose things,
attempt
but
this
we
if you
can't
guys
really.
go back to the Garrison Tower.
do
There
anything.
is
If
a smith's place within the Garrison Tower.
if we're really careful, is there anything up there? Might be able to find something serviceable. Might help a little bit until we can get back there.
Just a temporary fix.
Yeah. I mean, this
Climb.
used to be a whole village, right?
Would I
It
know
was.
of any place that would have anything useful?
Sure, you could head over to the Forge Master and probably ask him if he can loan you some parts. That would be where the warehouse district and all of that goes
Go
down.
to the Forge Master. That would
We
not
probably
be a
didn't
good
wanna go
idea.
all the way there, but I mean, if it's this big, maybe there's smaller places.
Do I know any smaller places?
Oh,
I'm
hold
assuming
on.
not.
Again, more than likely,
telling us.
you're gonna have to fire up
Yeah.
some sort of forge, and he's gonna be banging away with hammers in the middle of Granitegard. I mean, you guys can attempt that if you would like. I'm not going to
We-
stop you,
We really.
but I would like you to consider that plan very carefully
If
before
we
you decide
do
to do
that,
that.
then I can do it fast enough. You can make things quiet, right?
For 10 minutes, yes. If
I-
you can work really fast. which
I
you
How many
can
times
also
can you
make
do that?
things
twice
quiet.
a day. Twice every
Can
8
do.
hours.
Or no, I can't.
That would not be fast enough. I could probably get the forge up.
I know.
20 minutes.
I'll go have a concert across town.
We-
Create a distraction
we
while you're
probably-
banging over here.
Reference revenge tour.
you might be too popular, unfortunately,
We
for these denizens.
probably just need to go back to Newtown to get the parts.
Or again, there's the Garrison Tower.
Or the
Each
Garrison
might be able
Tower.
to do it there. I mean, you can bang all you want to in the forge and stuff that's there.
But in the city, we can't really make a lot of noise unless you want everything to find us.
Let's think about this logically for a moment. If we have to go back somewhere, it makes the most sense for us to head back to the sewers we've already cleared and head back through the kobolds and back to the Garrison Tower because we have the pad cleared and taken care of. If we can get that set up, we do it ourselves. If we need to possibly send some runners or individuals who are already picking up supplies from us from our other drop points, maybe we can send schematics to our friend in Newtown.
I'm just saying, if we can't fix this thing in a normal amount of time, I'm just going on foot. Whatever it takes, I don't care. I'm just gonna go.
Same.
So,
Before we start making plans, let's give me some time and I'll figure out what we need.
I'm gonna step off to the side and sit down and just kind of focus in on what is needed here.
All right. Taking the time to do the calculations, see the pieces, parts that you've got right there. If you could get to the Garrison Tower, and if the pieces, parts were around there, you could make stuff that could possibly get this thing up and running. I can't guarantee you anything. We'd have to make some rolls on that.
I got
But that
faith.
being said, it would probably take you a day or so to get everything that you need, which would give everybody time for a long rest. I know a bunch of you burned up spells and things like that, which might be a smart endeavor. But that's entirely up to how you guys want to run that.
So I'll come back with the information, and then I'll stand in front of Echo and say,
I know. Really want to get this done. It's important you're all rested up. I'll work through the night and I'll see what I can do.
thank you, Skeech. I don't mean to put more pressure on you. This can be the
No.
burden of a few of us if it needs to be, but
It's okay.
like, I can't wait for construction site.
Hey, you do it for me, right?
Absolutely.
Well, let's not waste any time.
So I can. So are the Leapers cleared out now?
The Leapers, none of them appear to be attacking you at this particular point in time. You appear to have taken out the matriarch. Again, the croaking sounds have receded. It appears that you may have broken their will at this point.
So I am going to pull out my maps and try to figure out the fastest path, including the Leapers' territory back down.
Okay, so you guys are journeying back to the Leapers territory?
Do we want to travel back to
It would be the
Leapers'
fastest route rather than going
territory?
back up over the
Yeah, let's
surface. Who is going to be leading you through there?
Well, I probably have to be leading because I'm the one who knows the way.
Well, you know the way, but you probably would want somebody that has some ability to recognize traps and things along those lines, because the Leapers have engineered.
But
My
Poison.
calling has arrived.
Yeah. you watch
Alright.
if your
Sort of
eyes
plot.
fail over.
I can take care of that. I have so
Damon,
many
go
bottles
ahead.
left.
Damon, go ahead and give me 2 rolls on that. Let's use your. I believe investigation is for. No, it's perception for the discovering the trap.
To notice that.
Investigation to know.
The type and how to
Yeah,
manage
so let's go ahead and do perception on.
How long did it
twice.
take Skeech to look at everything? Like, was there time?
There's
for
about a 30.
setting?
There's about a 30-minute window.
30 minutes. Okay, cool. So not quite long enough for a short rest.
Unfortunately, not.
Cool,
You
that's fine.
guys have
I
put some
know.
pressure on him to get this as quick as he possibly can. He's making all kinds of notes and drawing.
Anna, how are you feeling?
You're making a note.
Oh, great. It was a hard fight for all of us, though, right? Like, we're all kind of like, yeah.
Damon, what were your ribs?
Shoulders
14
kinda
and
hurting.
11.
Yeah.
14
yeah,
and an
me
11.
too.
That wheel.
The ribs?
Okay. So, as you all move back through their territory there, nobody is poisoned along your route, but you do get a cloud that blasts you all with this nasty stuff that makes you glow. And for the next 30 minutes, you guys are this brilliant, illuminated neon coloration, which would make it very easy for anything that would be trying to look for trouble to spot you. But none of the frogs, none of the leapers appear to be attacking you. As a matter of fact, while you do actually encounter some of them in the tunnels, they actually hop back and away from you at this point. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. Before you all leave,
Before we left, I wanted to check on Steve.
from under where the matriarch is sitting, there's this gurgling kind of motion, and out from underneath the matriarch crawls Steve. And Steve's his little dongle thing is kind of bent and broken off to the side and just kind of hanging there, really limp looking. And her axe is all smashed up. She's looking very sad at that. She's like,
I look over at Steve and I say, "Good." That's my healing word.
what, you heal her little dongle? Oh, that's so nice. She's so happy with you. She comes over and gives
You
you a big
know,
fishy
give that
hug.
Are we keeping this?
Are you gonna tell her to go
Wait.
on a rampage?
Or, hey, Steve could keep this place clear for us.
The tongues, I'm sure, is worn off at this point.
At this point,
so I
yes.
look over everyone and I say, "I gotta be honest. I'm really making it up as I go along here. I never envisioned myself as a parent."
You could tell her to keep the tunnels clear and get those cleared out.
Send her out to the fishing lake.
Tell her to take a rest.
Yeah.
She looks terrible.
I got an idea.
That works too.
I turn. Mary, could you help me communicate with her, please?
Can I? Let's see.
Well, I mean,
Do you have enough?
Be going.
I once saw a book with that spell in it, but it seemed kind of boring. So
Okay, I can do it one time.
All right, that's all I
One
need.
more time? Okay.
All right.
Oh, I think I just need one.
Casting tongues.
On Steve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Or on
Yeah,
you.
no,
Steve,
Could you
so-
cast it on me,
Oh, there you go.
please.
Okay, sure.
I have something I need to say in private.
Earmuffs, everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Steve
And I-
is staring at you.
I take both my hands
Oh,
and I
no.
put them on either shoulder, and as I touch the, presumably mucus that she's always covered in, but I keep my hands on there. And, to everyone else, all you hear is, but what I'm saying, Steve, is, Steve, you've done a good thing here today. Dare I say, you are a hero. And the light of the one God will lead your way from here on in. I've taught you everything that I can. Now it's time for you to be free. But I have one last task for you. I need you to spread the word. Spread the word of the one God. Go out to the fishing lanes. Find the rest of your people. You can lead them. I believe in you. And just in case, tell them that the matriarch of the deep sent you. Said that we're worshiping the one God now. This new sheriff in town. Write this down. Well, you can't write. Go with the one God. You got this. I believe in you. And I give her bardic inspiration.
Steve nods her head.
It's such a beautiful language.
Is what the rest of you all hear. Says Steve is free?
Steve is free.
And you all hear. Blah, blah, blah.
But please don't eat anyone anymore. He doesn't like it, and it makes me upset as well.
All right, the eyeball's going to roll around the head for a few moments, and Steve is free, is what Steve says again.
Yep. So, we'll,
It's getting awkward.
I'll call you.
All right, so back to where we were. If you all moving through the
went on to
tunnels,
finish her law degree.
Steve has been left behind.
Have a
at
great
this point.
summer.
He's taking his classes at night.
Peace is the word.
Come back
yes.
and bite us in the butt later.
Again, Steve
None
has
of my
been left
plans ever
behind.
do. It's fine.
Steve walks away like,
You have the glittering, glowing stuff that's upon you as you arrive at the kobolds. Are you stopping in here to spend the night, or what's going on?
Just stopping by to inform them what's going on. Pretty much that the leapers are mostly cleared out, but the machinery for the pumps is broken.
Alpha Mother asked, do you believe that you can get it fixed?
we do believe we can get it fixed. Skeech says we just need to get the parts and make the parts. And then he can fix it. Right?
She wishes
You
the
said that
best
right?
on that.
Gonna try. Yeah.
You sure you don't need help?
You should take it, even if you don't think you need it.
We could always like send runners and ask the Smiths to come out too.
By the time it gets there and they get back to the tower. I mean, if you want to, it's gonna be a long night.
I could, you know, the people of the tower, the Thieves Guild, they know me. I could marshal the troops if you think it would help you.
Just tell us
The,
what to do,
the kobolds
Skeech.
can also help. I can just get a bunch of the kobolds to help you with whatever you need.
Do you have a forge here?
No.
Do you
No.
have steel?
No.
Iron would do, I guess. I need leathers.
Do we have others?
You've got leathers, but
We-
you
we
also
do got
again
leathers.
have all the stuff back at the garrison tower that is in much better condition and quality.
Have you gotten any tools from your journeys up to the surface?
Everything that she has is 12 years old.
And so
It
is
is-
the pump station.
Yes, so I mean, if you want to, and again,
Very compatible.
you can begin doing inferior work here on these, or you can go
We
do some
kobolds
other
can
I'll
at
take
places.
them with me.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can
no. We
take. All right,
kobolds
they
can at
supply
least
you
come
with what
help
they
you.
can.
Sure.
Alpha Mother, before we go to lick our wounds, clean whatever the heck this is off of us, I have something for you. When we fought the Urgil, I found an artifact. You helped me figure out what it was. We used it to great effect against the Leapers, but I don't think we got all of them, so I feel like this belongs with you and the kobolds, and I pull out the storm rod.
She takes it.
Here you
and
are.
Turns to the kobolds that are there and raises it up so they can all see it, and this passes across the crowd there, and she hands it off to one of her people who takes it off. That is not expected, but thank you.
If you hit one of them with it, it's really cool.
They explode.
I will have to put that on my list of things to see.
I mean, if it pleases your grace, and I do a very deep bow, which would be customary in the West.
She smiles at you a little bit there. Thank you, Rem.
We should probably hurry though, so we can go back and get the stuff made, and then we can go help find the people that we need to find, right?
If necessary, yes.
Alpha Mother, the key didn't fill. Was the matriarch just not powerful enough?
I
She was
do
pretty powerful.
not understand the nature exactly of the key. There
Maybe
may
it
be
just depends.
specifications to fill. I wish I knew more about that.
Maybe
I
you didn't
just had a
believe
really
enough.
bad thought.
Believe? I didn't believe when we fought the Mother of the Deep either.
Oh boy.
Maybe you should give it to me, because then I can, because I have the conviction of the one God, and I can.
It needs powerful people, right?
Maybe we should find our dragon friend and ask him more questions about it, since he's the only one that really knows about it and
Find it
refuses to
more.
tell anyone.
And he really seems to just pop in whatever he feels like.
What filled it up before?
A soul of a being of power, such as the Mother of the Deep. I thought the matriarch was the natural second.
First one
of
that
the
triggered
12.
it was Ginger and Soul.
And Ginger.
I had a really
So,
bad thought.
Paladin, Squid Monster.
Can I make a
But not the
like an
frog
Arcana
monster.
type of roll? See if there's any connection here. What I'm like thinking through this.
Yes, sure, go ahead.
I'll be a 28.
28.
Okay.
More than likely, again, they filled some specification for whatever these pieces are on there. These, you can't see any of the symbols on any of the faces until they've sucked in the soul, and then they're illuminated. It's something
Does it seem
in
like
Draconic. That
Hey, wait. What are the symbols?
one of them is a symbol of the broken, sorry, the jilted lover, not jilted lover, the wounded lover, and the other one is a symbol of the Craven Deep.
I would voice that to them because I know Draconic.
I do too.
So it's been a while since I looked at the notes for that. I had to pull that out of the memory.
It's more that we don't know what we're looking for than not knowing what we already have.
I'm kind of scared at the thought that if it's powerful people, then it could be people like the Forge Master
Well,
or the physician or...
One step at a time.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
the solution is we must gain in power and strength.
I think we should figure out what all of these symbols mean on here. Because
Well,
then it will help us
We
look
have
for
two
what,
of them.
know what we're looking for.
Well, we can't really read the other ones.
Can't see it.
until they're activated.
Oh.
But yeah, that would.
I mean, I could probably try to study it a bit. Maybe I could try to figure something out.
It's
'cause I
blank.
mean, I could
There's
study-
nothing on it.
It's a magic thing, though. Alpha Mother can study magic things. Maybe I can try it too. Is there anything in the pictures on the walls? Is there anything that would tell us what we're looking for?
I don't know. This is a device beyond my understanding. This is something that was mimicked from what the Dragon Masters had made back in the day. I would assume, as you have deduced what the symbols are on there, that may be linked to the 12, since there are 12 facets upon it, correct?
You mind if I look at it tonight?
Do you have any records? What the 12 call themselves?
Yes, we do. I will pass them to you. You can research that.
Thank you.
I also know it too. That's why I was suggesting I take a look at it.
You know, who I'm realizing is probably one of the 12 is Versigalis himself. It's probably the last one.
And that problem kind of solves itself.
Yeah.
Are you? Gotta be okay.
I mean, you remember the conversation.
Yes, but we don't need to solve that problem, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should probably get going, though, right?
And you may look at it tonight, but only if one of us at all times is watching. I think you've been a very valuable member of this team, but I'm sorry, trust is earned, and I need to make sure that this doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Okay. I understand.
Heading on back. Journey's uneventful back to the garrison tower. It's long. It's been a very, very long day for all of you. And as you reach the tower, people are very rejoiced to see you once again. Food is prepared. Your quarters are ready for you. Skeech immediately goes down
I just go straight.
and begins his work. It is a long, long night. At this point, I'm assuming most of you are just nursing your wounds, resting back up, fixing your armor, things along those lines, correct? Anything else you're doing overnight, aside from Yip Yip's trying to decipher on that?
What if just for redundancy's sake, we send a message to the Smiths and ask them to come as quick as they can? So that way, if there's like more work or
I think it's a wonderful idea.
just in case.
Regardless, replenish anything that we use in the process. Bring extra tools in case there's any errors or things that happen. It's just redundancy, like you said.
Yeah.
Each are going to work through the night.
Mm-hmm. And as everybody's like going to bed, I'm gonna come down and say,
Hey, Brett,
Yeah.
you do that thing sometimes while they're out fighting, and we really need to focus up on something. Is there any chance you could give me something to still my mind before I go back out there?
Well, my blessing only lasts a short time, so it's a
I see.
one-time use, but if you need it now, I'd be happy to provide.
Take what I can.
I put my hand on your shoulder and I say, go with the blessing of the one God, Skeech. You're the only one that can do this, and we believe in you.
Thanks.
Each begins his work.
I would like to pray for a while over like wisdom about the keystone and maybe direction on where we should go next.
All right.
What needs filled.
Anything else anybody's doing before bedtime there?
I am I'm looking through the bag of holding after I talk to Skeech. I abscond to like the top of the bunk bed. And I
Blankets up.
Just glitter raining down the
and I have a
That's
little
all I can
flashlight.
imagine is Skeech's bed's filling with glitter.
I start looking at the scrolls that I found in the bag. Safety gloves.
And out come the safety gloves.
Okay. Let's see. Reusable spell gem.
Out comes reusable spell gem.
And that one I immediately put in my pocket. And I just start then reciting the names of the other items on the
One by one, they all
scrolls.
come out with some additional glitter in your bed.
I take my sheet and I kind of like just dump that glitter down in Damon's bed.
There's a rat.
still all got the rats chewed through it and everything.
In Damon's absence, the bed has been replaced with a new one, but now it's all glittery.
It had to be
As
burned.
Damon is laying in it, Damon is trying to sleep.
And then I take these items and I can't put them back in the bag because they'll get lost again. So I said about getting the glitter off of each item with prestidigitation, and then until I get sleepy.
All right. And one by one, you clean up the items.
Does any more of that glitter go on my bed?
Not when he does the prestidigitation, it just simply evaporates and is gone, but all the glitter that he shook down onto your bed strikes your bed. Most of it's on your sheets and blankets. It is quite chilly, so you do have a lot of blankets. Unfortunately, most of it does not get on you. Most of it.
It's better than dirt.
During the night, Echo is going to try and find some of the maps of Granitegard that we as a group have, and he'll approach Mary. And you see he's drawn paths to where we believe potentially the captives are held. And he tells you, he says, Algar, what I know of him is he set out on his own path away from all of Elvenkind and everything he knew to protect those he could of the humans. I'd like to carry on some of that generosity, that bravery, if we need to, and just let you know that this is worst case scenario, and he points at the map, but it's also a realistic scenario. I don't know what you're willing to do to get your father back, but I need answers.
I mean, I feel like I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I feel like we need him for this. I think he has a lot of valuable information that would help, and I have to see the Dark Queen destroyed.
I-
I think it's gonna take us all.
I trust Skeech, but time, I think, is more of the essence than anyone wants to let us believe. So, you're right, though. It will take us all. Going alone is certain death, but I can't just sit around anymore. I don't know.
Are you saying you want to leave?
Absolutely. I know I shouldn't, and I know I can't, but I want to. And I'm asking for your help, and everyone's help. Convince me to stay. What is the right choice here?
I mean, by what means do you want me to make you stay? Because I can. Magically.
That won't be necessary.
Okay.
No, I trust you. If you give me a reason, that's the end of it.
We're
doesn't matter.
stronger together than we are alone. And whatever you think you can accomplish on your own, it's not going to work without help, because we're only as strong as our support.
Strong
And
as the
without,
pack.
yeah. Oh,
You're right. You're absolutely right. Okay. If you say so. It's your father too, so I know you're as invested in this too.
we'll find them.
Okay. Can you make sure all the stuff with the keystone goes okay?
I'm going to seek answers as best as I can.
Okay.
So will I
And
be?
overnight, you're studying the keystone, correct?
Yes.
Are you taking any rest?
Ooh. How long would it take me to study it and try to piece it all together?
I cannot tell you that. It's a choice you're gonna have to make. Do you take a long rest and get your spell slots and such back? Or do you stay up all night studying the keystone to try to get answers?
Gonna be honest, after the I don't trust you bit from Echo, she would probably try to stay up as long as she could to figure out everything.
All right, choice has been made. Now, you are up all night. You do not gain any hit points back. You do not gain any spell slots back. You are working all night. You will also take exhausted 1 level. You'll also have exhausted 1 level as well. You do not get any spell slots back, any sorcery points, or anything along those lines. All right, so, Skeech, you're working. Dawn comes. You have definitely gotten quite a bit done. You probably still need some pieces, parts from Newtown that you just can't take care of here.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, the bellows and things that you have just can't quite get the metal hot enough to get a good fix on it. That being said, you do have a temporary part that you could use. It will lower the chances of success, but if you get the access to the forge over in Newtown, it would guarantee a success.
Is there any way that I could get the fire hot enough if I start burning my bomb materials?
Ooh.
Well done, yes. So you're gonna do that overnight while you do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You now have
I'm gonna do
you have a
whatever I need
functioning
to.
part that will work.
Oh wow.
Subtract 1 set to get it from here to there.
Give me a number of how many you want me to
Subtract
get rid
1.
of. Okay.
So that clears that portion up. Overnight, you study it. You've never ever encountered anything like this before. It is light years above your training and expertise on that. But you give it every single bit that you have. You feel confident at the end of the night that this is definitely related to the 12. Each one of these facets, something about the 12 will indicate, will be related to whatever it is that triggers it.
May I be reminded on those, if possible?
We'll cover that at a different point. Mary, you don't receive any real guidance over the night on that. However, what does happen first thing in the morning, as you all, those of you that are waking up from a rest, Skeech, you're finishing up what you're doing. There is a flurry of motion within the tower, and Skeech, a runner, has come in from Newtown.
I'm exhausted.
Exhausted. You see them usher, it looks like one of Arendale's servants, one of the kids that possibly he took in. and he has brought into the tower. The rest of you that are upstairs, except for Yip Yip, there's a beating on the door, and they're like, Vaughn, sir, my liege, we must see you down below. We must see you down below. There's a runner from Lord Arendelle for you.
It seems urgent. Try to gather everyone else. It seems as they're knocking and banging on this, and get ready and head down.
All right. The young boy, again, you recognize him from Arendelle's estate. He is looking very frantic at this point.
Slow down, boy. What's the problem here?
My lord, and Anna, and you, sir, I've been sent to bring you to the city. The way has made their move.
A move? On who? On what?
They have attacked over at the Red Valerian, and
how are they?
It is very bad. Right now, Dauphine is missing, Aster is missing, and Rose has been taken as well. And there has been a proclamation made that...
By who?
Signed by Sep, that you... it would be better if you came to talk to Lord Arendelle. I've been sent to fetch you. I apologize. I know that you are very busy.
Do not apologize. We leave now.
Sir.
Thank you. I'm not waiting.
And this is where we're going to end our episode this evening. So we hope to see you next week. Come back and join us and see what has happened in Newtown. You have yourself a wonderful week, and we'll see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You have a good evening.
Bye-bye.